don't see you live yet.
All right. Well, we're going to see what happens here. You guys dink and dunk on me. Let me know if you see me, hear me. I don't know. I can't even pull up chat right now. So my Stream Deck is just refusing to work. And I had even I can't even switch scenes. So that's going to be fun. I'm manually actually running things back. I don't know what happened. We ran all day today. Had a wonderful setup for all you guys. Thank you, Dr. Rob. And I was really excited to walk through my program. And I came down here with John, and the sound was goofy. We restarted because nothing was clearing up. And so clearly something's going on with my computer. But isn't it funny? You walk away with an hour. I've had these issues. We all know that. Certain things on my Stream Deck are working. Some things are not. So that really creates quite a mess. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm going to bring John on in a second. My problem is I can't even, I'm not able, let me just go and see if I can do a manual thing for my chat, because right now I can't even bring up chat. Let me see here. What happens if we do this? This is a horrible way of doing this, by the way. So let's see here. I don't know if I can even bring up chat, John. So that's going to be, that's really odd. I've never run into this before. So this may be just one of those shortest streams you ever had in your life. So that's fine. Let's bring on John while we try to troubleshoot, and we'll do our 15-minute stream. And then when we're done, I will video record me literally beating the shit out of my laptop here on, with the phone, and just having a good old time with that, because that
could get a lot of views.
I think I would get a lot of views, John, right? I'm going to bring you in because this has just gone amok, and This is one of those days where, hey, you know what, Tech, you can kiss
Struggle
my
streaming.
ass. It's struggle streaming with my streaming buds.
Yeah, that's all. Struggle streaming, man.
If you know what you're getting here is a behind the scenes of Jeffrey going to F-bomb everything, because, it does happen. The truth be told, I like to drop the F-bombs a lot. I try not to because, not everybody really wants to hear that, and it doesn't really make you sound smarter, to be honest with you. There are moments, though, that I think you need it, and I'm laughing about this, but it is an absolute mystery to me. I may, just for the hell of it, we'll do, we're here, and I see the chat, guys. I see y'all in there. I love you guys for being here, and you know what?
Mess around. You can mess around with it
if
you want. Try to
I'm going to unplug the Stream Deck and
change.
Plug it back in and just kind of, it may take the whole stream down. Hang on a second, people. Let's see what happens here. Well, you don't know with me, John.
Either way.
Do you know me, John?
I made the mistake. I didn't tell you. I know I haven't updated you, but it's been crazy for this last week since I last streamed with you. And amongst the things that are going on in the world, but that's part of it. But the other thing was, so I misupdated my audio stuff, and so then I had to go to correct it. And of course, when I corrected it, for some crazy reason, my other audio interface wasn't working correctly after it's worked correctly for almost 2 years. And so I couldn't figure it out, and why my Motu M2 firmware will not update, but then supposedly it says it's updated, and it was causing me issues. And so I uninstalled. So my problem was I did not update the firmware in the Wave XLR properly.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did it work?
No, has not worked. You know what? Let me ask you this. We're troubleshooting on vMix, you and I. So I came back in and I hit last, but I didn't pull up the actual profile. But it's my last profile. It's our profile. It's got everything, and it should work.
I do that every week.
I know. And so I'm getting the old dreaded triangle issue with my Stream Deck, yet it'll play music, but like my shortcuts got all foobarred or something in the mix somehow. And I'm wondering, right.
Well, that's what will happen, because if your inputs aren't the same as you set them in the Stream Deck, then you'll have that issue. It's all fun.
It's not. Let me see if I can fix the chat. Like I can do that input real quick. So I'm going to go into shortcuts that you cannot see this. I see your comments, people. I'm going to get to them and we're going to plow through them, but let me swear for a second. I'm pulling up shortcuts.
Looks like Jeff's in a bomb shelter. He tried to go with the black and like white look, retro look, I think, this week, which is kind of cool. He's changed it up.
Bomb shelter? Is this what I need to hear right now? The bomb shelter? Is that a compliment? Who said bomb shelter? Is that you? Or is that what I need to hear right now? That I'm in a bomb shelter and after all my hard work, I look like I'm in Osama bin Laden's cave? Oh my God, I am not doing good tonight. Let me see if I can get the chat up here, because whoever said that about the bomb, did someone say that?
Uh-oh.
Who said that?
No.
Who said it?
You.
I'm looking for you right now. I'm hunting you down. I see the mullet comment. I'm not happy about that either. We are going to have
like that either.
There's going to be a reckoning.
I think that laptop it should be thrown as far as possible.
Well, I'm also trying to do too much to it. I can't find the person.
Well, I remember.
Who said that? Who said that about
you?
It's like Sammy.
You said you were streaming and that your CPU was maxed out, and
my CPU right now. My vMix is 23. My total's at 53. So I'm not bad at all. And I've been on this all day, zero problems. All last few days, zero problems. I will beat the hell out of Microsoft if I find out a Tuesday update snuck through. And
those Tuesday updates get you though if you're not ready for them.
Well, it could be and maybe that's what happened here because everything was fine. Anyway, let me get the. Just ignore me for a second.
I've been trying to ignore you for a while. I thought you updated. Did you update it yet?
Update what?
The chat. Did you try?
It's not the chat. I can't get my Stream Deck to recognize. It won't even find. So we're in a whole world of absolutely nothing's going to work tonight. So you know what? That's fine.
But you could. Can you still pull up the chat though?
I have my chat up. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, but can you post the comments or no?
No, dude. That's what I'm saying. Nothing on my Stream Deck's working. I can't even post a live button.
Yeah, but you use your Stream Deck for posting the chat?
Yeah. Don't you?
Oh, no.
Oh, really? I have a little thing on there, a little icon, and I use that, push it, and the chat comes up.
No, I click the chat, whatever I want, and just push the button, and then it shows up.
Fine, let me just try it that way. Let me go old school.
I have pop-up chat up.
I can do it caveman style. Hang on a second.
Yeah, it works. It works every time.
It works every time. It wasn't working for me.
Like,
it's not
if
popping up,
your Stream
though.
Deck's not working, who cares? Just go in and do it manually.
I'm with you, bro. But somehow that's not working for me.
And then it will work. It should work then at that point.
You know, let me just double check. I mean, even though I just want to double check. Maybe it blew out. Maybe it
Twitch it. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
That was a whole nother way that they have. That is a fancy way to bring up comments in OBS I saw this week.
Okay.
Which then I spent about 15 minutes I'll never get back of watching some guy change the code so he can make it look fancy.
Nothing's. Oh, wait. I see
there
somebody.
You updated it. There you go. See?
Yeah, Stream Deck still doesn't want to work, which is.
Yeah, but who cares? Just do it this way. It works.
Yeah, I know, but it takes me into another scene and another round. Well, let me go on here because apparently there's a lot of hate on me about my cave dwelling.
People like angry though, so it's like our buddy. What was his name?
You got angry tonight. I'm so pissed right now.
I want to look him up.
Okay.
Who's the guy with the Motu that we used to watch who shut his channel down 4 times and then didn't want anybody leaving comments? What was his name? You're like him right now.
I'm about ready. I'm going to snap off things, break things.
His cat's in the background. His bed's not made. He's like, I got the best equipment.
Well, it was Navrat. He changed his channel finally to Navrat, which made no sense to me. And that guy hated everything, kicked his cat off the bed. He
hates everybody.
He hates everybody, everything, and he despised you for joining. All right. If anybody's left here, I see Steve's here. Let's see. I'm going to click on stuff and leave you guys up and running. Oh, Amy, we're talking about a new computer, Amy. So get the credit card handy because I don't know what's going on. White Dove, get it ready, man, because I'm going to break some shit tonight when I'm done with this because I've had it. So, yeah, White Dove, how you doing? Thanks for putting up for this nonsense. I'm going to blow through this. Vinny, I'm sure you've got something not nice to say, Vinny, somewhere along the line that's going to really trigger me. Everybody's going to trigger me tonight. John and Jeff tying up some loose ends or untying each other. Well, you know.
Yeah, we were just talking amongst while you were just coming on. I was letting everybody know that we were getting ready to go.
I see what's happening. Okay, I'm going to catch up to when we got live because I really don't care what any of you had to say before I got live. What is 5x5?
Make sure you're in live chat.
I am in live chat. That
I
manage.
4x4.
Okay. Sound good.
It's one step better than a 4x4.
Rob, the update. I'm going to put if I go and find an update. You remember when Clark Griswold went? He got mad about his little gift of the month bonus, and he went and found the owner of his company and dragged him tape duct to his house. I'm going to go to whoever the dev is who releases Tuesday updates, and I'm going to go to his house and duct tape. I probably shouldn't say that. They're going to probably shut me down. Jay knows what people want to see. Well, if you want to see a 32-inch monitor fly about 20 feet, you come to the right place.
No, the monitor didn't do anything.
No, screw the monitor. He was part of it. Okay? Because I tried to make it work, and the monitor just sat there. It just sat there, and it looked at me. It was mocking me, and it wouldn't help me. So screw the monitor.
Don't mock me.
Oh, Vinny. Found you.
I know, Brian.
Found you.
Brian, you got to come here and help out your pal. He's off the edge tonight.
God. Bomb shelter. The hell? Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Hi, Bug Dude. How you doing? Away, dude. Yeah, well, bombs away. I am going to bombs
away. Dude.
Dude is rocking a mullet or is the camera? I need a haircut. Just give me a break, man. I can't be all bald and beautiful like you guys. I just love updates. No, you don't. You're a liar. Laptop due for rapid unscheduled assembly. Oh my God. This is one of my favorite runs right here is JA needs a Snickers bar. I did turn it.
Because Snickers satisfy.
I turned into Buscemi in that one commercial where he's just losing his mind and act like a complete baby. Shea MD Picker looks like he's going to be interrogated. Oh, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you guys? I mean, I had such a nice thing to go through tonight. You guys are shutting me down. 2 Snicker night. Guess TH2, I guess it'd be a bad time to ask Jay what his opinion on Windows. You know, I'm a fan of Windows per se, past 10. But the Windows updates can just suck it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They could just suck it.
They could suck
There's
it.
That mic right there.
Steve, I need some of that calm Hawaii island sand between my. Meanwhile, next Monday they're showing 5 for a high. So I got 5? My dogs won't 5. My dogs won't go to the bathroom. It's been single digits for highs for like a week now. I'm just over it right now because my dogs are really driving me crazy. Anybody got anything else to say about my bomb shelter? Because that was not friendly. Brian, how you doing, sir? Nice to see you. Sorry about your team there. It took a loss. That sucked. The monitor was a conspiracy. That's kind of what I'm saying. The monitor just sat there. It just sat there and mocked me and just didn't even, I am fired up. I'm really mad. I'm really trying, man. I am trying to hold back and have humor. But here's the thing, which you don't understand. And I'm okay with things going to shit. I really am. Potty mouth is coming out. But here's the thing.
Steve.
What about Steve? What?
You can call Steve before the stream so you can get this unsettled state out of your head. Steve Worthy said that you can give him a call beforehand so you can. Well,
I don't want it out of my head. I'm completely married to this motion. But here's the thing. So the reason I'm here where I'm at, I had talked about forever about finishing the studio and painting. Finally finished the studio and painting, cleaning and arranging. I've ordered the shelves. Big deal. Smooth things out. Working really, really hard amongst a million things as we all are. Trying to get the new year and the clean slate. See what I did there? Kind of get that clean slate moving. And I've set up. I'm not going to show you all that tonight because I wanted to reveal over time. This is going to be kind of a one area. It's not done for you bomb shelter people. I barely got this thing up and running yesterday after painting. I mean, you guys didn't come over and help me. No one said, hey, man, I'm going to drop what I'm doing, hop on a plane, put a mask on, come visit you, help you with your studio. Not one of you asked, and now here, this is what I got. I got a bomb shelter. So I barely got it up and running, and I was happy with that. Then I wanted to put a nice stream together for you ungrateful people. I kid. And so I'm going to have 3 areas. There was the area that we're all used to where the drum was. There's another corner over there. And then here, there's kind of a combo duck area. And over time, I'm going to put things together. There is a monitor here that I am going to put things up on that monitor during my streams. I have plans. So before you duck me about my cave, don't even, John. I have seen you literally almost turn over a desk before coming on.
No, I just yelled loud. I yelled loud once.
You purged it right out of there.
Loud once.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick up new. That's the whole thing. Like, it's probably new people walked in. I know there were new subs this week. They probably walked in and went,
we got to subscribe to this.
Yeah, poor people. They're going to just unsubscribe. This is not our normal flow, people. So I'm going to get to this. I want to get to what I was doing. I had a presentation, the presentation of my 4th monitor that will not die because I tried to do it a while ago. I do have a camera up here. I'm going to give you a little insight on that. The Seinfeld rant.
Is this now? It seems like your camera is a little bit down lower, facing up.
It is.
Is that
It is.
Is that true?
It is down lower. It's right here. And I'm supposed to be looking at you right now, but I was going to get to where my monitor is there. There was a whole thing, John. There was a whole thing. Okay, I worked on a whole thing.
Just trying to get you to focus on me instead of the other people.
I don't want to focus on. Okay. You're like, look at me. Well, I'm trying to honor them, but they're so sassy tonight. I think I'm caught up, so now I can do my Serenity now. Yeah. All right. $10 says Jeff does a line in 10 minutes. Yeah. 10 minutes. That's a long time. In all seriousness.
Finally, by the way,
yeah.
Hopefully after some testing
weird.
and stuff, my mic should finally sound decent today. I didn't get it absolutely perfect yet, Jeff, but I was just about as angry as you are after we did our last stream, and I listened to my audio.
Sorry.
I was like,
I'm sorry. Was your mic just not bassy enough for you? Was your mic just not bassy enough? Okay. Well, at least it was up and running.
Horrible.
Well, at least it was running. Yes, you are sassy.
Wow.
So
I figured it out, I think.
I wonder if my live button magically came back. Nope. So I'll probably have to redo 150 inputs with my Stream Deck at some point. So that'll be a lot of fun. Whatever. So the truth of it is, I did spend a lot of time. That was one of my focuses, was to get down here, get this. There's a lot of potential down here for the studio. I do have.
There's potential. There's a lot of potential here. We have potential, just not utilizing it, but we have it.
So there's a lot of potential down here, and don't listen to John. I could fade you to black if I wanted to. And so I'm excited about it, but there is only so much time in the day. But I was like, well, we're going to get this set up. We're going to do a little thing. We'll introduce you to I'm not calling it a bunker. That's just garbage. This is too pretty back here but it's not done. It's finished wall, put a little light there, got some things done, but I can appreciate the humor.
Everything has potential.
So here's what we're going to do. Everybody just sit quietly for a minute. I include you, John, or I'll mute you. Are you going to do something to really trigger me?
Who's the first person that could call? What is this call that goes on the end of the mic? Let's see. While Jeff's still angry, what do they call this? And then after I told my son what it was, he goes, "Oh, that really makes sense because when I walked up, that said that he said that looks like a blank right at the end of your mic." And I was like,
Is that what happened?
I was like, "You're exactly right, dude."
Okay.
Nobody?
Bueller.
Thanks.
I'm bound and determined to make my system crash in the middle of this.
Cat.
Yeah. The dead cat. Yep. Of course, Brian knows because he's so used to it. And all you guys pretty much heard the dead cat routine. Thank you for hitting a like. And, it's a dingleberry. Everything goes tonight. I'm letting it all fly because I don't really care. I do care. I'm just messing with you guys. But just trying to look. What happens is everything shuts down and everything was laid out perfectly. You've got a Stream Deck. You're running your show. There are a million inputs here. There are a million things going on with sound. And I literally, when I came on, John and I we just got to catch the stream, hit go. Nothing was set. I'm just literally firing things up. So I'm trying to gather myself, and I appreciate the patience. Well, I don't know how much patience there really is here tonight, but this will test my patience. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So here's the plan.
That is a beginner's mic.
Is that what we heard here from BC? Yeah, it's a beginner's mic. Meouch. Steve Worthy, businesses in the front, parties in the back.
That's it, man. Mm-hmm. That's a mullet.
Yeah, he's not going to let it go. If he keeps it up, I'm going to add hair extensions to it and wear it on his show when I come on in a couple weeks. So here's the deal. I may force feed my little demo I was going to do because I don't want to have to set this up again, and I want to just kind of use an excuse. So we're going to do it. Whatever. We're going to do we're each going to get a credit card, do a line. We're not going to do that. But we're going to see if this will work.
Credit. We're going to talk.
We're going to talk about a line of credit. We got some things to talk about. This was my clean slate, and I'm really happy about it. There is a ton of things going on in the world right now. There's a ton of things going on in my world that I'm trying to get done. And, this is unexpected, but it's funny.
This is funny. Slate.
It's a clean slate. And you know what? That's a good point. Cause I thought to myself, John's not going to want to have a discussion about people and their clean slates, but I did. But the truth of it is, it's not just an inner clean slate. It's a room. It's a studio. It could also be a laptop. We talk about all the time doing a clean slate by restoring completely our hard drives and OS systems. I love that. I like clean slates. I like repainting a room, clearing it out, and starting fresh. I like the idea of a clean slate. It happened to work that It was in January 1 this year, but it wasn't planned that way. I like clean slates and anything. New bullet journal. I like a fresh new journal that I can start. I mean, I see that as an opportunity. And I was just curious if other people hate that, if they don't like, if they don't like it. It sees an obstacle to have to restart, all over again.
It depends if it's a continuation or it's a true new beginning. Those are two different things, So,
yes, there's a restart.
Continuation of a new year, a restart, or a clean slate from scratch is two different things. But a clean slate from scratch can be very exciting because everything is new and inventive and changed. But it also could be overwhelming too because you can fall into possibilities of things going wrong or getting straightened out or unsettled until it's finished.
Yeah.
So.
I agree. I mean, you could say a clean slate would be like I changed jobs because I went from here and I started a new career. Well, that's actually a new thing. So you could say it's a clean slate. I'm starting a whole new career. I guess it just depends on some perspective. But for me, I'm really enjoying a clean slate. I'm going to have a clean slate when I get a new computer and I take this thing out and go Office Space on this thing. You remember the movie Office Space where they get the baseball bat and take the printer?
Oh, I remember it well.
Yeah, this thing's going to get that. Although I do love the computer, and I don't know if it's a computer or Windows, because again, I've been pounding on this thing for 10 days with no problem with all this stuff. So I got to check it out. New lighting, not necessarily, but there is a point to that too, and I'm going to address that in a second. How you doing, Danielle? You putting up with this guy? He's giving me grief, and I know he must be so. I know. I can't
even commenting.
Well, what kills me is. I want to know, though, if she wants to respond, is John always this meditative? Is he always just so calm? Because I remember like at a parking lot recently, you had a not so calm moment with a guy who was yelling at another guy. Huh?
Yeah, but I yelled at him calmly.
Did you? Because you said, I'm going to find you at your house, and he gave you his address.
I'm sickly in control, though.
Okay.
What's the whole?
I'm in control, but that baseball bat's going through some kind of monitor here soon.
I enjoy when people think I'm out of control because then they make mistakes.
Yeah, you don't want to be out of control in those situations. Brian says, make sure to put your camera into a high frame rate mode when you hit it with a bat. Yeah, I mean, you do. God, I ain't touching the 6400 though. No, she's safe. The camera had nothing to do with it. Oh, look, I haven't seen Creative Lady in a while. How you doing? Nice to meet you and see you. I'm rather, hope you were doing well. Yeah, it's 2022, by the way. Last time I saw you guys, It was all of 2021. And we're like, oh, the years are coming to an end. And now we're like a weekend. And that happened really fast. Isn't that fun? So Yolanda, it's great to see you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday and a turn of the calendar. Mine was going very well.
I had breakfast. Breakfast with her the other day.
Did you? That's really nice. That's really sweet. I like that. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you just kind of where the setup is going, and maybe I'll run you. Let's just see if we can break things.
She's got a new A6600, by the way.
Is that right? Yikes.
Yeah, she got
All right.
I think it was a Christmas gift. So she's
that's a lovely gift.
Off.
Santa was happy. Isn't that nice?
Santa was nice.
Santa was happy. John the Thorazine Drip Ryan. That would be a really long name on the back of your shirt. That would actually be funny. Sammy, you're my new best friend, Sammy. So Sammy, this is like maybe one of 3 different angles that I'm trying to set up down here, and I appreciate the comment. I'm going to add stuff, but I wanted an area for when I do sit downs for like say walkthroughs on Notion or things. I want something less distractive as I go through these kind of app type issues, and so this might be where this ends up.
Your desk is all different angled too, right? Towards the corner.
Right now it is. Yeah, it's totally different angle. Everything's different. And the desk absolutely turns into 3 different sets. And then I'll have a B-row table over here.
Like Gerald Undone.
I guess it is a little like Gerald Undone. I didn't mean to copy Gerald Undone, but if you're going to copy somebody and take influence, I have no problem with that. Just exploring every path. Love that. The old Jeep. Hi, y'all. How you doing? How is your
Hi, y'all.
exploring every path around the new year? Tell us what's going on with you. Good to see you. I appreciate you walking in here and saying hi. I don't know that we've met. Well, wait. I do recognize the Jeep. What am I talking about? We have met.
He's been around a while.
That's absolutely true. Thank you for stepping back into this nightmare. And all right, so let's do. Okay, Sammy, I'm with you. Okay, there's too many things going on. Sammy, I know you missed the drums. Okay, Sammy, so sit down.
Do you miss the drums?
Sammy, do you miss the drums? I don't even know where to look because my monitor's
Sammy.
not. Side shot. Sammy, I love that. I miss the drums too, but here's the thing. Things are happening. You can't see it yet. I'm going to grab the camera up here. So I installed the new Focusrite 8-channel audio interface into my rack yesterday, and it's going to get hooked up tomorrow. We're getting closer and closer to getting the drums hooked up for what that's worth for you people. But for me, it's big, so I can record, I can listen, play. If you guys want to play a tune or whatever, I'll do that. But I need to get that hooked up. And so we're a little bit closer. And I will bring that back, Sammy. It's not like this is my only set. I'm going to have several different looks. I think, so I think it's going to be pretty good. Look, you need to change it up. I have a lot of space here. And so I really want to offer up different looks, not just for everybody else, but also for myself. I like to change it up, and it's kind of cool. So I'm lucky. That's one thing I'm grateful for. So yes, I'm a repeat customer. I'm sorry, you are.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I'm a little distracted. You weren't here at the very beginning where my whole stream exploded and I had to come back in and everything. So you know what? Chat will take care of you, and they'll let you know. It went sideways really quick.
And then he has a Jeep XJ.
Ooh. I would love it.
Right there in his picture, but he's got an XJ himself.
You know what? We need a second car. I mean, we have one, but I would love to get a Jeep. I think Jeeps are really cool.
Want to buy a 2005 Jeep Wrangler?
No. My wife's looking at a pink Jeep, so I don't know. I can't get over that battleship signal light. Well,
mine.
Oh yeah, it is. You should have something where you could kind of do the SOS on it when you're sinking. That would be really cool,
exactly.
Man. It's just glutton for punishment.
I was wondering if my frame rate was an issue because
with the glitch,
this frame rate was out. So I've been testing things to see if I want to keep this side view and see if I get any glitching after I change the frame rate.
It's so weird to run a stream without. Guys, it's gonna be really limited tonight. My stream deck's not working. We're lucky we have sound. So it's
running a stream like you were last year.
Yeah, right, John.
So
yeah. Thank you. You're right. Right. Why don't you just take care of your signal?
Didn't have a stream deck last year.
I didn't, but I was also in OBS, not running 800 inputs, and I had a whole bunch of. Let's see if my tickers work. Hang on a second. Nope. I had tickers for tonight.
No.
So
I had that happen one night.
You did, and it is what it is. It's just not a lot of fun. You know what? Let's see if we can get my new ticker up real quick. That sounded weird. Just because I worked on them today, and if they could work up, let's see here. Let's check it out. Oh, there it is. There's one of them. I had 3 of them, so we'll let that run just because.
Yeah. So it's just your connections with your.
It's easy fixable. It's just exactly, but we're not going to fix it in the middle of stream right now. It's just not going to happen. What is really interesting, though, John?
Why other people do? Why can't we? Why don't we do a whole stream about fixing our stuff?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that.
I'll tell you right now. I've been fixing stuff.
Well, I know what's going on. It is the shortcuts. Anything not shortcut related on Stream Deck, like the music playing and all that, works fine. But anything that's got a vMix shortcut, of course, is foobar right now, and we'll have to go in and investigate what's happening there.
Did Steve put up our stream yet on the 12th?
I don't know that I saw it, man.
I didn't see it.
Well, by the way, he's digging your shirt. He's cutting on my mullet, and he likes your shirt. So there you go.
No, I know. I said thanks, Steve.
I know, but I'm just catching up. Yeah, we did that one already. So we're caught up. Yeah, by gosh, the man's ticker is working. Drop some cues. Ask away, guys. I mean, that's why we are here. And even with this nightmare, this is a perfect night to ask questions. So if you want to ask questions, you should ask questions when things are falling apart.
The wrong question.
Yeah.
Wait, he did? I never saw it. He said, yes, I did.
And we need to.
I looked
yes,
10 times.
We don't know. I think I had a Windows update, Brian, and it went to shit.
I'm gonna have to teach some people some things. Steve, you better not go away anywhere.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe. Let me go to the chat here because I just realized.
Should I go to Steve's page?
Yeah, bring it up. We'll put it up live. TH2 says, hope you plugged in the power cord. It could be the problem. there were issues with the power cords when I put everything back together because I have a million of them. But we got that figured out. But I don't. You never know. It could be a power cord problem. I think it's a user. But yeah, Brian, the vMix exploded after potentially maybe a Windows update. I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Jim, how you doing?
It's fine, I guess.
It's fine, I guess. How you doing, Jim? Welcome into the stream of collapse, and appreciate you here. Brian says, and how was your New Year, Jim? I didn't even ask you. I don't mean to be rude. Brian has a question, says, I just got new internet today. What are you guys pulling and pushing? So
that's private. That's in my. I keep that information
that's kind
in my
of
bedroom.
That's an intimate. It's a yin and yang. I think we're about the same. I think I'm about 460, 80 download, and my upload is just under 30. So I'm probably 26 to 8.
My download is about 325, and my upload is 35.
Okay. There you go. So let us know what you're running. I mean, I am always curious. That's plenty. So my internet's
still here.
Fine. We'll find out. Yes, he is.
Cashew, hi. I brought him a set. Okay, Steve. So Steve, this is
Bruins.
Our stream's going to be on Podcasters, right, Steve? I want him to make sure. Hey, there's Boston Don.
That's Boston. He's watching the Bruins.
How's it going?
Do their thing. He figured he would come in and say hi. Go Bruins. I hope you're well, Boston. And yeah, I hope your team wins. It's fun when that happens. And I'm glad you're doing well, Jim. Good to hear it. Really good to see you. Jeff picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. Who quit? You don't quit sniffing glue. That's when things go south on you. You got to keep up. It's like working out. You stop working out, things don't go well. You got to keep
Yes, sir. Okay. Here's Patrick. How you doing, Patrick? Can we pull up Steve's page? I'm gonna pull it up and just
yeah. It's gonna. I'm going all manual here, so everybody just bear with me. I'm just kind of.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You're gonna put it up on yours, and I can move it over.
Yeah, I should be up. So can you see that?
No, I just see you.
All right.
And you
good. See it?
Yeah. Now it's user error. Let me get rid of.
Okay. All right. So this is Steve Worthy's page. It's like what it says here, right? So we can see in the banner it says 4 podcasters that love to live stream, and Steve's got a great voice. He does podcasts. That's one of his main things, but he's also a great live streamer.
He is.
But we can see, right, one of the main things that even experienced pages leave out here, right? We see uploads here and we see shorts. And you can move anything on this page by going into customization of your own page. So what normally you'd want to do is move your shorts down below.
Yep.
Have your uploads in order here. And then Steve needs to put a new section in here called upcoming streams. Because right now you're not doing the people that you're doing streams with any justice, because you've gone ahead and made all these streams for the people you're interviewing. But right now, if I came here and tried to pull the link to just advertise it on my YouTube page or on Facebook or anything, I can't go here and look. And I've been looking every day because I saw you make a bunch of other people that he has. I saw a bunch of them scheduled. And so I don't see them here. And so he has to have his upcoming streams at the top right here, and then he'll have a whole list of his upcoming streams, and then all the people that he has upcoming can then take those links, share them, get them out there, and make it better for everybody.
He's got so much going on. Yeah, that's a great tip to get that up there. That's one of the first things that I was told too,
and this is
so important.
This is not what I've Yeah, it's not. I've seen this even with pretty big channels that people who have experience with streaming, and everybody's got a lot on their plate. But the thing is, right? And I know Lala was doing this a while back. And so I would take these links and I would try to find it, and I couldn't find it right before the stream. I'm like, where's our stream?
Yeah.
And so, because you want to share things right out, because it's beneficial for all of us that are doing the streams.
It's about getting discovered.
And work.
Yeah, you got to get seen. You got to get discovered. Right. And so he's on it right now. He said, that's great. Boston says, it's a great tip. I have 800 down and 40. Yeah, that's wonderful, actually. You need it for the... Brian Griffin, how you doing? Happy New Year. I found out that furnace circuit boards cost much more than PC circuit boards, but I got heat again. Ouch. Yeah, you don't want to be screwed around with no heat. I don't know exactly where you are, but right now it is about 3 degrees outside here. So I'm going to pay whatever I have to for a circuit board if my if it went down on me.
I had to change the motherboard in my refrigerator one time.
Steve just Steve just subbed to Steve.
Yeah,
Word.
there you go.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
he's doing it now. I love it.
Steve's first page also.
No,
this is Steve. Steve has a couple of things that he's involved in, and this is a new channel that he's starting. And so these are tips that sometimes, because we're so busy with everything, that we overlook, right? And this is a lot of times, this is the stuff that J.A. and I talk about all the time, is about not getting ahead of yourself. Sometimes some of the things that we're trying to do, right, we think are so useful you know, like even the fact of us looking good or sounding good, Jeff, you know, but the point is,
I'm in a bunker.
You leave out some of the really important things we forget, then sometimes you fall prey to the things that can take you sideways sometimes. And
absolutely.
So
and
this is why
we need to help each other. We see there's so many things to see that sometimes you just can't see it all yourself. So it's great to have people around that trust enough that you'll respond well by giving the right information, right? And you have to take that. This is really wonderful information. Metronet. I don't know Metronet, honestly. But, here we go. So his new internet is 882 down. Oh, 908 uploads. You got the whole deal. You got that big time fiber. You're rocking and rolling.
And that's the thing. I don't know. I don't notice too much. I think once I could almost care less if I'm past 400 on download, because I don't really wait for anything. It's really the upload where you care the most. And like now he's got like a 908 upload, dude. That's what I would die for. So
I would too. That's the upload I want.
35 here.
But they throttle uploads anyway on servers, so there's only so much you can push. You know what I mean? It's like Netflix. Oh, I got 900 down. Well, Netflix is going to throttle you. There's only so much they're going to give per user. They have to throttle per user. So you don't get full push anyway, but you get all that extra headroom. And with other people in the house, that's really, too, where you start to see some... I wanted to say hi to Tommy. Tommy had a New Year's Eve stream that was really fun. Got to hang out with them, and how nice was that? And we do owe Siri some gratitude for... sending him to the, what do you call us? Sexy mofos? Here we are. Tommy takes one to know two. Team Fiber. I'm going to do a little show and tell here in a second. Let's get caught up. We're almost there. I've only had it for a few hours, but it seems pretty good. But the nice thing now, Brian,
that's cool,
is you can pull John down in major speed. I don't know why you'd want to.
Yeah, I wish I had that kind of speed.
Jem says, I enjoy being a guest on other people's live streams. Yeah, it's fun to be on other people's live streams here and there. We're going to do that in 2022. We have some plans. So, John, here's what I'm going to do. There was a couple things I was going to do to kind of break open this clean slate of the studio change. One is I only have, I guess, one and a little light here. I do have this light, one of my soft boxes up, and so I'm a little dark. I understand that. I do have this light on here, too. So I don't have... you could turn this one on back here. So there's another softbox for the back. I've got lights everywhere. I've got a little pop light that's magnetized up here. So you can get, I can add as much light. Oh, I mean, if I want to go crazy, let's do it. We're sitting here watching me.
So you got different vibes, different looks, depending on what
I'm
you're
working on. Right. I'm working
light.
on it. Let's see if we can do, seems I'm having a breakdown already. Let's see if I can. Of course, it lost my connection to it's the only downer with these sometimes. Okay, so You see a light probably behind me. I'm going to go into colors. And now you'll probably see it light up on the wall behind me. There you go.
Yeah.
It's not very bright right now because it's facing the other way. So I've got a big lights, small lights. I've got one behind me on the floor.
But it lights up that corner.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is all temporary. I'm just saying I'm playing right now because there's so much real estate down here. I get to play, and I love, you know how much I love playing with lights and scenes. So I'm really excited. So the honest feedback is really helpful. Although the bunker was a little hurtful. No, it wasn't. I don't care. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get a stripper pole, Brian. Don't you worry about it. So here's what I got, John. I'm going to do this.
Yes, you did.
Let's see here. I'm gonna pull up. The problem is now
Patrick was driving through New Jersey, I think New Year's Eve, and just because he was driving through Jersey, he sent me a little text and says, "I'm in Jersey."
Oh, that's cool. I'm in Jersey. All right,
I'm in Jersey. Just wanted to say hi.
I'm gonna flip this over real quick. So here's my camera up top, over here.
Oh, nice.
You can see it. It's my A5100, which I've never really used a whole lot. I've done it. I want to eventually have it here and have another camera there. I just did this. This is my John Ryan. Hey, man. There's my look over here.
I like the vibe. It looks great, dude.
It's a fun vibe, right? And I got, remember I ordered the softbox that you sent me, the
yes.
pop-up? Well, you get the gift. And so they sent me the honeycomb early, all separate, because that's all they sent me is a separate thing.
Yeah, they sent me separate too.
So I took clips and I put them up on my $23 softbox, and it worked out really well. Fits fine. And so I got a grid up there. So I got a little vibey stuff going on in here. Over to the left is where I was before. But you can see where I'm looking at here and kind of what my tools are, kind of like John's. Here's a useless Stream Deck that's not doing anything right now. And my Wave XLR and my Tourbox, which I love this thing so much. And of course, my overhead mic is what I'm using. I'm going to get to chat in a second. Let me just give you a roundabout. Now, look, nobody needs this much material. However, I do like having, if you're going to stream and you're doing a lot of demos and things, having multiple monitors is fun. You should be able to do one on a single monitor, but let's be honest, you need one monitor to really do a desktop display really well. You'd like to have one that runs your vMix. vMix eats up a lot of real estate. And then I have over here my chat, my mixer. I'm watching what we're doing and stream a little bit with you all down here. So I like to keep that as my go-to asset board over here. So then the question is, well, what's this thing right here? Now my main camera's down here, of course.
What's that thing next to the tour box?
The spoon?
Oh, you have a plastic spoon. Is that a streaming tool also, Jeff? Tell us because it's the plastic spoon.
So this is I bought this at the old Pick and Save.
Now I'm getting a little idea why you're ticked off earlier.
Oh, you're gonna get my feels.
Because dude, you were set up. You were like, I got this to show. I got the little box up here. I got the purple thing around the box. You've been doing some work.
You feel me? You feel me? Because after spending all the time by myself, moving, cleaning storage so I could do this, moving. I have a lot of equipment with drums, moving everything out, painting, organizing, getting everything set back up. You spending a lot of time by yourself. I was up till like 2 a.m, a couple nights in a row. This is a lot of work. And I don't need affirmation, but it's a lot of work. You want to have a good time. I want to have a good time with you people. I don't want to be stressed when you walk in here. You don't need me stressed. Stress, Jeff, is not fun. Well, maybe he is fun. I start punching things, we got a hole. But, I had it all set up. So
I'm sorry.
Mr. Doma, how you doing? I see people jumping in.
I got excited. I was like, yep. I haven't seen Mr. Doma in a while. So, I wanted to mention something. So I'm going through my list of people, and this happens time to time with YouTube for some crazy reason. And Mr. Doma, I was unsubscribed to Mr. Doma, and I resubscribed last night. Yep.
It's weird how that happens. Yep.
I
don't get it, man.
So,
what a difference it makes.
It does happen.
I'm not sure what that is, but
okay. So now I understand why you were upset a little bit. Yeah. So Steve should be set up, and Steve, that's going to be a huge plus. Just don't forget me when you're big and famous, and keep sending people.
Or me, because I was here. I set up this crappy stream. Let me just get caught up before. Go on to the next thing. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Finish your thought.
Aaron's right. Oh, creative lady, I wanted to say, here's the thing, is Jeff is super vibey himself. He's got a real creative look to him. So, and the other crazy thing is that Jeff and I
bet I got check
without discussing anything, pick a lot of the same equipment.
We do. It's weird.
A lot.
It's kind of strange.
Very much of the same equipment. To
it
the
is
point
odd.
where the Home Depot desktop that Jeff has, I have too. Now, these aren't desks that you could just buy. It's just a top.
The top, you got to finish
Him
it.
and I have the same top.
Same size and everything. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is this too small? Oh, you can't see. This is too small for a streamer pole. I had my camera on here. I'll show you what I did. So I've got a drop ceiling down in this finished basement. And so what I've been doing is Brian Paul turned me on. Great idea. To the clamps that you put into the grids on the ceiling, and they hold anything: cameras, mics, lights, chains, wires. And these open up a whole world because you can just slide them and move them along the grids. And so I've got my lights and my cameras are all up there, and you can't see it unfortunately, but you'll see it in a second because I'm going to get up and I'm going to grab that camera off of that. I'm going to pop it off of this clamp.
Grid
that's hanging off the grid. So they just scissor. They're called scissor clamps, and they scissor onto that metal framing on the thing. I'm talking this way because I don't have a monitor right now because everything went to absolute hell. And so I'm looking at vMix. So I apologize. I'm not looking at the camera. Fine. But so I've got that camera up there, and I'm just going to put the angle back up for a second so I can. Go ahead.
I'm familiar with those clamps because we at work have used those same clamps to connect wireless routers. So,
stripper. I can't afford strippers. I can't even get my computer to work. If I got a stripper, she'd come here and she'd quit. That's my life. She'd be like, I ain't doing it.
And Patrick's so right? Because here's the crazy thing. After Jeff and I have been streaming for months and months, then we even found out that our anniversary date is the same too.
We got married on the same day.
Are you kidding me?
That was a weird night.
That was weird.
When you're like,
weirdest.
When you're like, yeah, my anniversary's on Thursday. I'm like, no, it's not. You're like, yeah. I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah. That was so weird.
Thought it was set up.
I must have missed Henry Black. I apologize. He's here. I wanted to say hello to Henry, and I hope you're well.
Oh, Harvey Black too.
Or Harvey Black. Henry Black is his brother. They were separated at birth. I apologize, Harvey. I said Henry, and my eyes are really not that awesome. 8K. So here's what I'm going to do. Arkansas, I knew you were popping in here. Did you all see?
Hey, what's going on?
How the like button turns purple? Is he messing with me? Is he messing? Okay. Arkansas, are you pulling one on me? So what I did do, did anybody go? So what I did, I should get, I want to leave this up for a second. So what I did you add the dislike button back to the extension on Chrome? So on Chrome, you can go get dislike and add the dislike counter button back.
Oh,
so I did
add it back?
Yeah. So there's an extension. I added it on. Do that. Yeah, I did it. I didn't want to because I was afraid to look at it. But I did it, and I'm like,
the couple dislikes I used to get.
Yeah, I don't. But I brought it back anyway because I'm like, that's fine. I want to know what's happening with my life. If you hate me, that's fine. Let's do it.
I don't.
Did you all see? Okay, so Brian, you mentioned something here. There is a lot of blue light in your shot, Jay. It looks like moonlight. It's weird because it's coming off. I believe that blue might be coming a little bit off a floor light that I got, but I kind of dug it. And you can see behind me, it's like half white down here, and then it goes color gradient up here. And I like that kind of stuff. I like messing around with that stuff like that.
Yeah. Why not?
Let's just try the monitor thing that I had set up. So here's my camera, my main camera. Normally what I do is I would project onto this over here the monitor so I can see this. I don't, and I'd put it near the camera. I don't necessarily like to look directly into the camera, but this was fun. So I have an old tablet my dad used to have. He's in a nursing home. We got another one. And I'm like, what can I do with this old tablet? I'm like, I bet I could turn it into another monitor, but it has to be free and has to be easy. Well, it turns out for Windows, now I know that, I know Apple's got their built-in deal, so congratulations on that. But this, you just go to Android and dial this up. So, Ben, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, Stuart says never trust notifications or yourself to check. Boy, absolute boy. Yeah, I can tell you. I can give you some absolute on that. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's just do this. If it messes things up, and it might, because what's going to happen is, let's just go this route just to show you. So I'm going to bring up my desktop, John, real quick.
Sure.
So, that doesn't mean I don't, care about you, or, you know what, I can even bring you in this shot. So my desktop here.
You don't have to.
No, I'm going to, you know what, it's fine. My desktop here, this is the laptop. And you can see what I got here is what's called Space Desk. That's the console. And so I went to Space Desk, downloaded this free little app, and now it took 2 seconds to install. And now it's waiting for my tablet. And I went to Google Play and downloaded Space Desk there. That was it. Now they should talk to each other instantly and connect into a fourth monitor. Now, the way to really sort of look at this idea is, if I can find my settings here. Here we go. So let's pull up, right now I'm in sound settings because that was an absolute nightmare. So let's go into display. So I've got, you see the tall 2 over here. That's that monitor. 1 would be my laptop. And then 3 is my 32-inch here. Now I did order those nice desk mount 2 arms that adjust. That'll be here in a couple days. And I'm going to move to 227 inches because this 32 is nice, but it's just, everything is a mishmash of, these are all like pretty much borrowed, except for the laptop monitors that I got. This was free to me.
Across and they just fit.
Yeah. So this is just too much. But I really like having the output. So here's what we're going to do. Let me grab this monitor real quick. You can even watch me fall down here. I'm going to get rid of this chat. You guys can hang tight. I'll get back to chat in a minute. Just hang tight. And you might, if this goes south, you will really watch something blow up. I may take that tablet and just crack it in the head. All right. Unleashed. All right.
He's manhandling.
I'm on a quick clip. Now, here's the deal. You can see with my camera's upside down because it's hanging from the ceiling. So in vMix, I had to create a scene that inverted that picture.
And flip it.
Right. But now here we're going to Blair Witch on you guys. But I'm like, oh no, I want to show you guys. So I turn it right side up. Now you're upside down. So I did create a scene to compensate for that. So if you just hang with me, I'm going to switch us into that real quick.
Oh, so you got an extra input that you flip to.
Yeah.
Okay,
so yeah. So now here's my position. So everything, and that's what I like about vMix. You can easily flip things and rotate it. I'm going to try not to Blair Witch everything. I apologize. So this is my view. This is the 32-inch. And you can see it's nice. It's big, but it's actually too big.
Right.
The tablet, of course.
Who's getting that?
You are. I'm sending that to you, COD. And then for $4,000. Then the Lenovo, this will be taken to a parking lot probably on Thursday.
Do not smash that. I'll rebuild that over.
It's actually a really lovely laptop. And then this is a very cheap old one that was around. We used it. And these comments, these things, these right here. And so here's what we're going to do. So you can watch what I'm talking about here. On the tablet, it's waiting. It's a little bright. I apologize, but it's waiting. It sees my laptop, and it wants to connect.
Laptop, right.
So what I did is, what's nice, I have a Bluetooth mouse hooked up to my tablet, so I don't have to try to reach over there and touch it. So use a Bluetooth mouse on your tablets and phones. It works great. So I'm going to hit connect, and now it's going to do some business. All right, here we go. There we go. So now what you see, that fourth monitor added up here. Snuck up in between. That's now the tablet. Now the tablet looks off.
Reminds me of prom night.
But here it is. So now the tablet is taking the full screen. Let me see here. If I turn that off, see how so it's taking my full screen here. So now it's my monitor. I can look there to see John and I. Let's see if I throw you up there. They won't see it anymore. So that will you're gonna have to take my word on it. John and I are gonna end up on that tablet. But you could use that as a monitor. It doesn't have to have any wires, maybe power cord. It took me 2 minutes after I downloaded the stuff to get it up and running. It seems to be very little lag and it seems comfortable. I'm really happy with it. And then what happens now, and so I have a mouse and I can scroll around there and do stuff. So I'm good to go. I got my fourth monitor that was sitting around here doing absolutely zero. So now let's see if we can make all this work. I'm going to put you guys back. And here's how this is going to go. I'm going to have to go upside down. And then we're going to have to go back to where we were. Flip it around. And we're back right. And so just so you can see, there's the clamp. So I added our extension clamp to it, John, to give it a little more length.
Yeah.
But let me see if I can...
oh, yeah.
You see
nice.
it up here? It's a little dark up there, but there's a clamp right there. And there's a just quick clip it on there. We're ready to go. So here we go. See if I can not pull my cords out.
Just watch you're attached at the hip.
Yep. That's my biggest fear. I kind of looped through my belt because I was worried about it. So we got a little sway going on. We got a little earthquake happening here. But so now
feng shui.
My whole deal here, it's working great. I can see this is showing up over here like I want it to. I got a nice clean, and I can look here. So now if you're looking at me, I'm looking more at the camera or at John or the interview instead of just always. I don't mind being turned off here, and I kind of like that once in a while. But sometimes I do want to look more direct on, or maybe I want to admonish people who make fun of my studio. I really don't. Where's my buddy?
You said you don't like being turned on, right? Is that what you
I
said?
don't like being turned on. It's a weird thing with me. I don't know. It's
weird.
I know. I don't.
It's a little bit weird.
Let's see if we can get caught up here, and I'm going to flap you guys on here. I don't know what flap means. Why did I say that? I appreciate that cool angle with the lighting, Aaron. Aaron, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I want to talk to you very soon, by the way. Yeah, it's a fun angle. I'm going to want to bring something over here to have above my desk for some things, but right now this is kind of fun. And I had it lower, but I kind of dig the higher vibe, honestly, and it works out for me because it's right there. Arkansas says, you're right. I like and it turned purple. What's that about? So they're doing the purple thing.
Oh.
Now. So Arkansas Liven wasn't lying. That's good to know. I want to try that out.
A lot of new changes coming this next year for streaming. There's going to be a lot more things that will have engagement for the streams, and I'm looking forward to that.
I agree. So the question was asked by Boston, what is on the laptop and the screen on the left of that big screen is your vMix setup. So what is on the laptop? So on my laptop.
What is on the laptop? Yeah.
Oh, what do I keep on? So on my laptop now would be this. I want to show browsers, anything on the desktop that now I take that desktop and I isolate that as an input. So I can swing to that for demos or to present a browser, or maybe I'm working something like in Notion and I want to present that out. So I leave the Lenovo, the main computer, I leave that display as a display that will be a separate input that I can make its own display for show. So, because we do a lot of this. So right now I've got us in a scene where it has both. But let's say we do this right here. I'm going to push this over. And I apologize because I'm fighting no Stream Deck here. So in this case, this is the whole desktop. And if you don't know, it's a lot better to use a whole display than it is to try to use the window as an input. You can do all that, but it gets really fussy. So it's always a little bit easier if you just make one display, a dedicated display for your desktop. If you're going to do any kind of demos or shows on browsers, like when John flips through or we show products or what we're doing, we use that idea, right, John? So that's kind of where we're at. So now I have 4 monitors, including this blue one here, and I can change the resolution in here if I wanted to, which I probably should, honestly. It's a little scrunch. It works just like a regular monitor, or I could swing around where I want that monitor if I want it to be up on top because I've moved it up top. You want to, right now, when I swing my mouse left to right, it goes through all 4 monitors all the way across with no interruption. It's really cool. Yeah, it's really nice. So it works really well. I'm going to bring John and I back. This is so clunky without a Stream Deck, isn't it? It's fine. Just takes an extra second.
Yeah, it's different, right?
It's different because I usually would just clunk, go, and I can't do it. And it's a little slow, and I apologize. And then I have to open up my tab to bring my chat back up. So actually, I really didn't need to do that.
I keep on looking for Don's channel, and I
like the vertical
because I looked for it last time, and I couldn't find it. So
Yeah,
Don,
he mentioned it
you
last
make
time
sure-
too. So
Yeah,
and
I keep on. I put it in last time and I put it in this time, and I can't find it. So can he please leave a comment on your live stream?
yeah,
So I can find it next time.
that would be great. Yolanda says, very vibey and John Ryan-esque. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. John really stole all my ideas and just did them quicker.
Right.
We do actually, John and I, we follow the same people. I think John and I have a lot of the same taste. We like the same equipment. We do like the same vibe. You know, it's like people who say, you know, when you're married, you start to look alike, or, you know, people with dogs, the dogs and the people, like when co-hosts are like around each other long enough, we start to look alike or act alike, but it's a compliment and I really appreciate that. That's what I'm trying to say. Aaron says, I'm kind of waiting for Jessica Alba to come out of that purple lighting you have as a background sci-fi mood. Well, that would end the stream right there. If Jessica Alba somehow decided to come out of that purple light, I'd be like, it's been great, guys. And see you guys, you know, because her and I are going to play checkers or have a good talk. Let's get caught up. I love you guys. Here we go. I hate this chat. Plastic streaming to left. I'm going to move it along. Yeah. I don't know why. Why do you do that to me? Yes. Can you bend the spoon? Here's the thing, Stuart. I bought some, I don't have a gym membership anymore after COVID, but I'm working out now a little bit, you know, some body. So I'm hoping in a week or two, I'm going to snap that thing right in half. I'm going to do it right here in front of you too. I'm like, just like that. That make you happy? It'd be great if I could do it with my mind. That would be, I would love that. Just Exploring says, Stuart Hardy. Mind. Hi, everybody. It's all right because the voice, yeah, now you repair it. That's the whole thing where I'm in constant repair lately. It seems like, I don't know about you, John, too. I'm starting to accumulate a little bit too much of the gear and I'm having a hard time finding cords and things. So I did buy a shelving rack on wheels. I got to start putting things away. I have
a whole closet. Remember I told you like, oh, you got,
so
I have a whole closet that is meant for that stuff. And then I'm going to have power in the closet and for like all my batteries and they'll be all lined up. So if I need a battery for that or a battery for that, it's going to get there. It just takes a long time to get things.
I was just telling you, I want to get a shoe box and you're like, I bought the power in the closets and the thing. And then you start to sound like Bill Cosby. You always dig 10 steps further than I do. It's just hard to keep up with you, man. You've got so many great ideas.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a whole thought process of how it's supposed to be all laid out. It just takes time. I mean,
it takes so much time.
It will get there. Eventually, I'm going to have two beams that go across about 30 inches off the front of the wall in the front and then 30 inches off the back. And then I'll be able to have lights on there and whatever I want. So if I'm shooting B-roll in the back or I'm doing an open box thing that I'm recording, or if I'm doing an open box at the desk, I can do certain overheads. I could do certain lighting. And so once I get there, I'll get there and I'll have this studio. So it's a production ready for every kind of scene. Like same thing you're doing pretty much.
Yeah, this has been 7 months in the making. When we started in May, by the way, we hit 70 streams as your last stream. That was official 70 for just you and I. This is 71. And it's incredible. Since May, that's
and I'm something. I think I'm up around 84 total for the year.
Yeah,
and and so it's been an incredible year. I look back the last 2 months I've been monetized, and it's been amazing looking at the numbers and seeing the super chats that came in and the buy me a coffees that came in and people buying through the links in the gear. It's nice to get a little bit of support because moving forward, it's real useful to us to keep. It makes a difference in what we're doing to keep moving forward with
it's energy.
That we're doing.
It's energy that you just need at times to really start to push things more forward. I do appreciate it too, and I've been very blessed to have things just
Been amazing.
accumulate, and every single one of them, just a sub makes me feel so much gratitude.
Yeah.
Because it's so much work, and it just go, okay, I'm feeling a little off today, and that just, oh wow, that made my day. And I've had days where that doesn't happen. You have to be very, okay, I'm going to step through it, and I'm going to work through, and there are better days because those happen. I wanted to ask Steve, real quick.
Steve Worthy.
Steve Worthy. Yep. I don't know. Is the Elzo, that's a brand? I mean, I don't know if I'm using, it's not Elzo. But I'll check in on those because there's so much opportunity. I just ordered some other type of little clamps to run wires up there to get it across from it's just really a lot of cool things you can hang with. I had no idea. I was really kind of slow to my upkeep on that. So, Jeff is in the room at NORAD that tracks Santa on Christmas Eve. Yeah. So now we're getting ready for the Easter Bunny, and, because we're going to skip right over Valentine's. I don't think that we don't have a Valentine's character. Is it just the heart? But every other one we got, St. Patty Days, we got the Leprechaun, we got Santa Claus, Halloween. I guess it's just anything that's scary. 4th of July, I guess, is kind of fireworks. That's not really a character, but I mean, for Valentine's Day, it's just you and whoever you're with, I guess.
So can I show Steve's page really quick of the two?
Yeah, let's do the update. Let's see. Let's stick that up there.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay, so now I am over at Steve Worthy's Podcasters Live page again.
I'm getting there.
And you can see now all of a sudden, look at this at the top, upcoming live streams. And now you see now this is the first time I actually saw this thumbnail. And so now you can see all his future podcasts. So tell me, is this not a big deal? Because now we can go into here. Oh, actually, I know Monty Weaver. You can actually go into all these and see these individual people, which they will be looking for this also. And now I can go to ours, and there we are. There's Jeff and myself. Woo-hoo! And this is on the 12th, which is a Wednesday at 7:00 on January 12th. That will be on the Podcasters Live doing a Does Gear Matter cameras, mics, and lighting talk. And plus, we just have a lot to talk about in general with YouTube like usual. And Steve's a great guy to talk about it with. So
it's going to be a fun night.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too.
Yeah, we'll have a great time. So I'm real happy to see he's got that up, and we can share that now too, because that's going to go out on to my community tab now. So
that's another nice thing once you get to that 1,000.
Thanks.
You get that community tabs or whatever, 500.
500.
500 now. Yep, that's true. Yeah, so I'm just laughing at this because I always get duped. That whole thing. That's ARC's way of getting people to hit the like button and find out if it turns. I'm sitting here like, did I miss a rollout of YouTube?
Idea.
It's a great idea. Arkansas, you're my new hero.
That's a good idea.
I think that's really funny, man. Boston Don says, Jeff, is that laptop your main computer that runs vMix? It is. It's a Lenovo. The computer actually is really good, but I'll be honest with you, you can see I am testing it. But again, what bums me out a little bit, I guess bums me out, it's not the right word. It's odd. I've been going crazy with this thing for days and days and days, doing all this as I'm preparing. Not a problem. But I have had, and John knows this, Tuesday is when Windows does release updates. I was pretty sure I shut down the Windows automatic updates. I will have to go look. Maybe something happened. I don't know. So I suspect what happened, and it's always right around 6:00 my time when this goes down. So I suspect it's not my computer, which has been running great. It's a Pimp Daddy computer. But I am in the market for a desktop because, like John, I want to get the multi HDMI, Elgato card, the internal card. And so I'm looking forward to doing that, among other things with it. But I like this computer, honestly. It's just I'm having other issues. That's a good question. Yes, down for now. So you answered the question anyway. So I'm sorry I didn't see it. Treat John. Jeff, there's a lot of stuff to keep track of. We have a lot of stuff going on back here, just to, with these scenes and the little things from the scrolls, the tickers. I don't have my live button on. I had a new live button, which, you know what? I can go get it. Hang on a second. I spent all that time. Let's just put it on there. You guys got nothing else better to do. Just sit down, be quiet. Let me take care of it. It's called live, Jeff. Now I'm going to have to use the search button. I have so many inputs. Here we go. So
You can't stop doing things either. Like
can't.
once you get
It won't
into
work.
here, you got to keep learning and keep moving forward with the things that we're learning.
Right.
And then also I occasionally have to go back to OBS and check things out there
Look how big it
because
is.
I want to be able to communicate things to people about
try
OBS
something.
also.
So what's happening here is I probably didn't size it in the actual.
It's perfect now, as long as you can see me on the outside here.
That's not nice. It's not perfect. Hey,
As long
let's
as you
fix.
can see me over here in between.
Oh
There I
my
am.
god! You kind of see between the windows of that, right? You kind of here. We're gonna fix it in real time. So
Sneaking.
CL C1. Okay, we're gonna fix it real quick. Let's see if I can do it. Layers and actually it shouldn't have changed.
TH2. No, I won't be in no Cupid outfits for me this year.
No,
That would be a little funny. But it'd be funny though. That
I
sounds
can't
funny,
believe-
but
I can't believe how messed
Hi,
up
Cashew.
this thing got. Because it's up here. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. It'll be fine.
Yeah, remember, you got to go into the right position overlay. There you go. You're doing something here.
Did it come up?
It did on you, but you didn't get this giant one down on us.
Oh, well, it did come up on me. Oh, I see it down there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, hang on a second. It's a
Yeah,
it's a
'cause
thing.
you got to play. You have it placed over
I know.
our overlay, but you need it placed.
Well,
in
I
your
did a whole.
overlay.
You're right. I
Okay.
did a whole thing. This is like trying to watch a baby.
Right.
Cook a steak.
There you go.
Yeah. It's we'll fix it another time. Oh, there it is. It is there. Okay. So
Yeah.
I would just need to grab. Let me. Let's finish the thought. So
Yeah, but you probably want it on our overlay for this.
I do.
output.
It is there. It is on this one. I just gotta
So you
go
just
to
have
it.
to size
It's layer 5, and then you got to choose the position. Go down here, and then you got to drag it up here. And for whatever reason, it's a little tiny, and I don't know why. It's really not looking good. It's kind of all foobar. I'm gonna reset everything.
Yeah,
There we
but
go.
you'll fix it later.
Good enough
There
for
you
now.
go.
It's good
Looking
enough for now.
That's better right now.
What a complete nightmare.
If I'm not mistaken, the last one though, when you used to go to the big screen, used to cut my head off, anyways.
Yeah, probably.
So
That was
that's
intentional.
about the right size. I think it needs to be.
Well,
You don't seem to really care when it cuts my head off, anyway. You never mention it or anything. You just
that's
let
such
it
a
cut my
lie.
head off.
It's such a lie. Go to any stream and look to see if your head was cut off by a live. It's not cut off by a live. Are you talking about when you're big? You mean? Oh, when you go big?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it did cut
it's
your
been
head
going
off.
on for months. I noticed everything, bro.
Dude, you could have put a card in the suggestion box.
I'm
a
putting-
complaint box. Are
I
you
am
saving
putting-
it?
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you
putting
saving
a
it?
complaint in.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
calling ISS up. They're gonna take care of this.
ISS. Really? You're going to go ISS?
Yeah, help desk.
You could have.
I'm going help desk.
Oh yeah, ISS. You could have easily just put a little card, an anonymous card, in the suggestion or the complaint box.
Anonymous.
The
Yeah,
bitch
that's
box.
me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, I could tell by your handwriting who it is. I hate when you do live over my head.
Typed it.
Oh, you typed it
sent
on a
it.
typewriter with a
I
missing
sent it in
W.
Notion. I sent it in Notion.
Don't you cry baby tonight on me? You know
So
what
this
I'm
is the
dealing
things
with.
that you've been doing, right? You've been doing this stuff, and then look at this is what I do. I got a new page for look. This is the end of my stream to thank everybody.
It's probably not
See.
your best time to flex on me after what I've been dealing
No,
with
just
tonight.
doing a couple different things too.
Oh, how
Wait,
nice for you.
This is bathroom break.
How nice for you. And we're just gonna fade. No, we're not. That actually looks really cool, and I can't wait when I start getting to. You're welcome. I hope that answered the question. It's just you want a dedicated display, and I use that one as my dedicated. You can use any of them as a dedicated display. I like to use my laptop because that's the primary, and I want that resolution always set the way I have it. So
Yeah, and that's the main thing, right, Jeff? Is like when you have different
Yes.
size screens,
That's
it
a
just
problem.
doesn't make things fluid when you want to drag things over and come back. So he found that out, and then I have three 24-inch, right? Because you think, okay, I'll go real big. And that's really good if you got a real big one. Maybe you could put like 3 screens on there, and that works for you. Me personally, I would rather have 3 27s or 3 24s. I would never go bigger than probably a 27 when it came to 3 of them, though. I think I would skip to 2 32s next if I was going to do something.
Yeah, I'm just not doing that. I'm going to get...
And that takes up too much real estate.
I mean, monitors are really cheap right now. I'm not going to get the best ones in the world. I'm not going to go cheap either. But you can go to Costco. You can go
nice
for $170.
The 27-inch right now for 144 hertz.
Yep.
Asus on sale at Micro Center for $189.
They're wonderful. Get 2 of them. That way, also, it's a color calibration. You can do a lot of with that. But I mean, it's nice to have the same monitors, that have the same specs as you're going through. And honestly, this monitor is too big for what I'm doing. I'm going to keep maybe the monitor that's stand up somehow. I really like that for chat. So I don't know. But you can turn the other ones too, probably. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
so
the teleprompter.
Tribe's asking a good question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to catch up to you.
Yeah, you're way back.
I know, man. It's because you started interrupting me with your flex. Boston, are you asking me about teleprompter with this setup?
I think they just saw it.
What? I
think he saw it way early on. Before, when you were showing the screen, he saw the teleprompter was in between.
Gotcha. Thank you for hitting the light. Yes, everybody. I'm going to scoot down here, guys. I'm way behind. I apologize. Stuart, Jeff, leave the clamp if you move. Yeah, like exactly. It's a very Silence of the Lambs move right there. Maybe you put a bucket with some lotion and hang it off my ceiling. That could be fun. That got weird. Oh yeah, the 5th monitor. I love that. I have a Ford Edge, and one of the best things about it, because there isn't a whole lot, that the whole ceiling goes all the way back. Is like 2 different. I love having the 2 roofs. The glass? I don't know.
The sunroofs, yes.
Thank you. Use your words. Jim says, hopefully Jeff never has a circuit breaker shut off. I wonder how many amps of curd. Yeah, well, I haven't broken it yet, so I'm under 20. What's the question that you saw? I'll drop down to there if it was good. I don't want to leave
it was behind. Like 4th to your last right now. Just go all the way to the bottom, and then you'll see Nisi Tribe. Is how are you able to connect everything to all the USB ports using
a great question. And what I'm going to do is, John has the same things, but it gives me a chance to show my my camera angle here. So just bear with me. I'm going to, and I want a Stream Deck. Boy, what I wouldn't kill for a Stream Deck. But you know what? We're here. Let's flex it out. You can't see it up close. I apologize. But this right here, and John, you would agree, a powered USB port is really a must. Don't get a non-powered USB port and think it's going to work out for you with all this type of stuff. It's just not. So this is powered. What I like about this USB, obviously, there's cute little lights. I think there's 8. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Yeah. 8. Now, what's nice about
8 regular ones.
8 regular ones, right? So what's nice about this too, because I have limited ports on here. But what's nice about it, each one has their own power. So instead of having to pull the cord out, you can just hit the power and turn it off and just connect it right from there. And it's like you pulled it out. So it's kind of handy. But I haven't.
Okay.
No, it's true.
I was going to say, you do have the same one as me, right?
I think so. Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, so the bottom 2 are what? Different, right?
Yes, because we said with the 3.1.
Yes.
Yeah, because it has
it's for charging. So.
It's for charging. Yes, so the bottom 2 are for charging. Good catch. Thank you. I forgot about that. So I really do like this, and it just frees up. But you do want the powered version. If John has it, probably. Do you have it in your affiliates? Because I don't have affiliates set up. You may have this.
I don't actually, because that
you should do it. It's a great little unit.
Something I got such a long time ago, but I will put that in eventually. Thanks.
I think it's
I don't right now.
Okay. So they're not that expensive. I want to say 20-ish.
No.
Not even. I don't know.
I would say under 20.
18. I feel like 18 maybe in that route. It solves a lot of problems, but there are right ones to get and wrong ones to get. So I think I want to say 3.11 or higher. So that I think we need to find that and put it up somewhere. But I can get you that.
Also too, like if you don't if you don't have 3.1, then it doesn't matter, right? Gen 2. So the speed doesn't matter. It's right. When you have like right now, my motherboard has a USB port out of the back of the motherboard so I can move things at Gen 2 speed. And then I can plug, I don't really have anything that runs at Gen 2 speed anyway. So I plug in my USB-C multi-USB cable into there and to run all these USBs. And then I have all the USBs on the motherboard to share out also. The problem is I know a lot of people that run Macs, they have, here's the whole thing, unless you buy yourself like a $200 Cal Digit connector, whatever those things are called for your Mac, then you can get all those ports that you need, because I know they're very lacking on ports. But seems like those USB hubs went up in price too, bro. I think everything
is just tweaking up, and it's really kind of frustrating. You know what, Boston? Here's the thing. I'm thinking next week, now with this setup, now that we did this little show and tell, what I'll do is next week, I have the app that I really like for using the teleprompter. And I do use this as a teleprompter for now. I don't have John, I think, bought a teleprompter, and I do want to get one. But, how much money do we all have? So I'm not ready for that. So I've been using this as a teleprompter, and I found a really cool app, because my problem is I've had the ones that you can use with the controller, but that's distracting to me. And you set the speeds, but we don't talk in set speeds, okay? So that's really not very fluid and normal. And so I found one that goes along with your voice. So if you stop talking, it stops scrolling. If you start talking, it follows your voice. And so what I think I'll do is do a demo next week on that if you want, and that'll be kind of fun. It's already set up, and I would enjoy doing that. It's kind of something I really dig. So if you want that, I'll do that for next week. Brian says, I have a ton of monitors before. For me, I dropped down to 134 wide, and laptop screen has been a good sweep. Yeah, and all in all, if I wasn't doing streaming, I'm really happy with the 32 and my laptop. That's a great vibe for me. And then you could do the extension even on DaVinci and sweep it over into that second monitor, for example, and really have just a ton of real estate. But because of the streaming, I have to kind of take it to a different level. It's just too much going on here. And this has actually been a good exercise tonight to remember what this is all about. But you want me to bring that up? I'm going to bring that up a little tighter so people can see.
I just want to show you really quick, and they have gone up in price significantly.
Have they really?
Since
That's
like
such
a year and a half ago.
Downer, man.
So, but here's a good example of one.
I'm going to do this first,
just
so you can see that.
You got a 10 port, so you got 7 USB 3s, and then you got 3 charging ports, and they'll charge up anything really fast. And so, you could just power on and off each one individually. So I mean, it's a nice thing to have. Can
you drop that link? If you think that's a decent one, can you drop that link for Nisi so she has a viable look? I really like it a lot, and nowadays it's almost impossible not to have some sort of extension for that. There's never enough ports. There's never enough ports.
I'm gonna come back, by the way.
Okay, you come back, sir. You find that link. I'm gonna bail out of you, so you don't have to worry about that for a second. I'll put myself back up. Oh, there you are. Okay. So
I'm gonna probably drop an affiliate link, only because also it's too long. The other links are too
long. Great question. Thank you for asking that, by the way. And that reminds me, I'm going to. If you're joining us late, there was a meltdown. My Stream Deck's not working, and I've got 422 inputs, and so I'm having to do everything a little bit kind of wonky here. So you know what? Let's put up this little reminder for a second. And you may stump the dolts. So, ask us questions. I'm trying to remind people with these tickers every so often that, hey, why we're here, we are here to have fun. We are here to talk about tech. We're here to talk about YouTube journeys and creative content and gear. We're talking about ourselves as content creators, but maybe I also want to hear from people who are consumers of content, because your habits, what you like and don't like, is very important for us to know about. So it's good if you drop your honest opinions about things, maybe an honest opinion about intro videos that you got to wait for, before the video starts, or you have a comment about certain types of editing or the length of videos, anything. Like, let us know. It's very valuable for us, or just have fun and chat. That's fine with me too. I really don't care. But and we do encourage, if you're new to tech, if you're new to YouTubing, please, you can lurk, not a problem, but just know you're encouraged to drop any question anytime. That's why we're here. And there are no wrong questions. And so I wanted to put this up because I just think it's important that everybody is reminded that while we're having a great time, we're talking about some tech things that might seem a little heady at times, like a fourth monitor. We'll talk about this USB thing is extremely important. We'll talk about cables. We'll talk about dead cat covers for your, for your mic.
Exactly.
Thank you, Cashew. I'm glad you dropped that. And then you were going to drop a link on that, right? And so Brian said, and Brian, I guess, because that's the problem. I should really be pushing these up on what happens if I do this? If I do, there we go. When you get a chance, can you pop that Notion on? It is a Notion, but so I'm already feeling you got the link, but I'll do it again. Or maybe I'll drop it in the description after we are up and done with the stream as well. And I will also drop links, which I didn't do. And I did I was going to do the fourth monitor demo 4 weeks ago and we went off the weeds. But I have links for those apps.
Yes, we did.
And so, and we had a great time, but I will go grab those and I will put those as well as the Mac options. Cause here's the thing about Mac, Mac's got their dual, like their monitor extension thing, but it only works with, of course, their ecosystem. If you want to use a Mac or a Windows computer with an iPad, for example, you're going to want the Windows, or if you're going to use Android, say you've got a Mac Pro and you want to extend it to an Android, you can do it, but you're going to need this particular, what do you call it? The Space Desk plugin for that, or what do you want to call it? So, Boston Don says, I'd love to see that teleprompter slows down with your voice. That is killer. I will absolutely do that next week and we will demo that because I like it. I think it's fun. We'll see if we can break it, see if we can find some fault with it, test it out. And maybe I'll come up with a fun script for John and I on that one. Tell me, and Aaron says, tell me about controlling the teleprompter being It is. It's very distracting and you think you have it set for your tempo. But then you realize there are certain things in your video and those moments where you want to pick up speed, drop speed, and then you feel like, oh God, I'm waiting or I'm pushing and you don't see what you want anymore. So it doesn't work.
Right.
So I ditched that. I went and recorded my whole video over again with no teleprompter because I was fighting it, but I do think teleprompters can be good at times. I'm Ron
Here's
Burgundy.
An example too.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yes. Aaron's avatar is a good example of an avatar that really pops. And so
the color and everything.
It's cool because when you're doing live streams and it makes a difference if your avatar pops. And I noticed, now listen, my avatar does not pop as well as I would like it to. I'm going to change the background in mine.
The contrast.
Very soon too. Yeah, just the background because it doesn't do any justice for it.
I can't change mine. I didn't even look. I think mine's okay. It could be better. Aaron's really pops lovely. It's something that I do want to do more time with, but man, clearly I need a new computer. I need to get set up on things.
Yeah, but Darlene, if you don't need all those ports, you don't have to have all them. And so take a look and you can get less and you can get cheaper ones.
Yep.
But yeah, they've gone up. Like I really think mine was about $18-20 a year and a half ago. But everything's gone up.
Brian, I looked into this and I think it's a great idea too. But if I can cut it out, if I can just use my voice, I feel like I'm having a conversation as opposed to my brain going foot. And I'm a drummer, so believe me, I can use any foot doing, it's not a thing, but I still feel like it takes away from the moment. You get good at it, of course, and it becomes a non-thing.
Yeah, also,
and I think it's a great option if you don't have another option, is that I would do the foot.
Yeah, but don't overthink the speed of it all too, because when you're recording and you're doing it to use your videos, just read to where you can, take a breath, start again fresh for where you can catch up, and then go and just edit those things out. I mean, it's hard to get everything to be perfect.
There are ways. There are definitely. That's why. Look, these jump cuts that YouTube's doing. There's a reason why it's done. It's because these videos would never get done if we had to do it in Hollywood form. We had to have these type of cheats, and now it's become the norm. Thank God.
Yeah.
But if this
but the
works,
teleprompter is still useful because it doesn't let your thought like run sideways, right? Because what you
Yes.
got written down, you stay focused on. So even if you mess it up 10 times and you're like, I can't do it as good as I did. No, you can because you have it written down. Just take a deep breath, start from where you left off, and just go over and run the teleprompter again.
My perfect setup's going to be.
It still saves a lot of time.
I mean, right now, let's say use it as it is behind the camera. I do want to get a full-on teleprompter, the one you have, and use my tablet. In my perfect world, here's what I would do. I would have it set up to where my voice is running the speed I want, and then I have a remote right now that I can rewind and go back if I want. And so there's two things. One is I don't have to go over to the thing and rewind it. I have a remote to rewind, whether it's a foot or that's great too, whatever. The foot thing, I mean, as long as it's quiet, because mics can pick that up as well. But all good point, and that would have been my next throw, Brian, if I didn't figure out this particular app. And if this app doesn't work as good as I hoped, I would definitely run out and do it. But again, it's about pacing. And I guess with the foot one, you probably could do pacing with that. Some of those have it where the amount of pressure. But again, then you're having to put gas on the brake in your thinking as opposed to just having a conversation. I think anything I can take out of the mix, better. But you do with what you got. I get you. What's this? Yeah, everybody stay classy. That's what we want. So next week I'll do a little bit of that. That'll be fine. I'll fix whatever's going on here with the computer and figure out what happened to the Stream Deck. The whole thing is when we go back to look at it, I'm sure I'll clean the Stream Deck pretty quick. It's not a big deal. And it's the only thing really not working at the moment. It's my Stream Deck. But it's been interesting to get in here and do it by hand. It's not a lot of fun. It's a lot of. Do you use all the tabs in vMix or do you have them all under one?
No. So I have my things that I need like Stream Decked in.
No. I meant the tabs,
scenes.
The colored tabs. Did you? Like all my temporary scenes are in purple tab. All my virtual sets are in green.
Next year.
Okay, fair. That saved me tonight because I can bounce back and forth on those really quick and find as opposed to going through 120, inputs. It's not a lot of fun to do that, but it's been kind of interesting to kind of play around a little bit. So I appreciate everybody, dealing with that nightmare. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but in a way it kind of worked out. And we did pull off amongst all that gobbledygook. We did pull off that fourth monitor. And I thought that may shut this stream down. That might be the straw that broke the camel back on that. And glad it didn't. So
hey, it's good. It's good with sometimes when things go wrong because it teaches you how to regroup and not have everything work as a whole. So you go through a stream and everything ends up working out because you forget that, I could just go in here and do everything. Yep. It's not fun, but you can go everything can be done manually. You can make an adjustments where you need to. You just take a deep breath but I get it because like you, myself, I work a lot of hours trying to make things just a little bit better. And so when you come in and you want to show it all off and have it work, and it doesn't, it's frustrating.
I had an agenda and it didn't include me rebooting my computer with 3 minutes before stream time. So that's AJ. How you doing? AJ Core TV. Look at this. Still celebrating.
What's up,
Love
Adrian?
It. Look at that.
How you doing, Adrian?
Look at that beautiful beard he's sporting right there. Man, if I could grow a beard like that, I'd do it. He looks so badass. Look at those glasses and that beard, man.
He did he get I remember last year, and I know we haven't talked about this, AJ. Did you get a pool put in your backyard, and did that get finished? I'd be curious to see. Because I remember he was getting I thought a pool in his backyard.
All right, so just to kind of give the vibe, so now we can add those little lights. The one little light that you and I both have that we love so much.
Yeah, so you got a big change with just
the light. So that's where we were at.
And now we can because you went from the gray to a blue.
Right. Of course we can go crazy. I'm just playing around. Like I haven't even. This is the first time I've had it. Look, we weren't set up this morning really, so this is the first time I've had a chance to play with the bunker. And
the bunker.
My plan would be so there's a monitor here. I'll steal like Niman's idea, but what I would like to do is use that for a purpose. It's not just like futzy. What I would like to every so often, if I have a guest on, or maybe we're talking about stream, or what I say, we're talking about podcast, we're talking about Steve and getting into it. I'd love to be able to put like a logo up there or a channel up there or something, and have that vibe up there, and use that as a way to promote other people, not really necessarily to promote myself. But in the meantime, maybe I'll just have my little logo or whatever, my little initials. But I would like to use it for things, to present things for other people and interaction. We'll see how it works. It's there. I'm going to use it. Let's see hey, Dr. Rob, how you doing?
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah, it's just one thing. What's this?
This
Put
is
some
all a
coffee on.
working
Yes.
process.
Put some more coffee on. It's all a process.
Yes, always.
Always
more
have the coffee brewing. I've been sucked. So sadly, I have a couple of rescues, and one is like 130 years old. Dude's not feeling well. So the last 2 nights, been getting up every hour on the hour. And I have to tell you, going downstairs, going outside, you have to carry him out. It's 5 degrees. We're waiting for him to use the restroom. It takes 10 minutes. And his feet get cold. So you got to go pick him up, bring him in. I haven't slept much. So I appreciate everybody putting up with it. I've had a lot of fun. And look, I'm not saying I wasn't disappointed that things went sideways, because I did put a lot of work into things, and I wanted to have fun with you guys, but I had fun anyway. With you guys. And John, you always make calamities fun. You always make this me having a breakdown fun, and I appreciate you for that. So because a lot of people don't take it so well.
People also don't realize that I stress out just as much as anyone else, but I just never tend to try to show it into the stream. Like it's not me, because, but I'm like Jeff is probably, if we had to put it in like months terms, I think Jeff is about 3 months behind a lot of the stuff that I started on. Yeah. So he's working the pain points that I was working on. Plus, I had a little bit of a leeway because I taught myself earlier in OBS before Jeff got into OBS. So it's just this whole learning process. And like a lot of people and I've never been diagnosed, but if you got ADD, it's we just dive in and spend hours upon hours where you have to get pulled away to stop learning the things you're learning, because this is how you learn it so fast. But I just think that the time that we put in, it's a lot of hard work, but in the end, I love when I can come down here and have things flow at this point in usually 2-3 minutes. And it's also because we've changed a lot of our stuff, Jeff. I mean,
it's a lot of change.
Of our stuff to 2 or 3
times.
Look,
that's the thing about clean slates, and we talk about that, and I love clean slates. And part of clean slates sometimes is just moving to new equipment, moving from a webcam to a 6400 is a clean slate. They are not the same animal. And I enjoy that, but it comes with frustration. And it's like learning a new piece of music. I am hip that all this was working. I'm hip that I know what's going on, and I'm hip that something's going to go wrong. It happens. And I really feel we can roll with it. Like once it goes live, you just roll with it. I'm good with it. I don't have a problem with it. I do get fired up about it because I'm indignant. It's not even, is it anger, or is it just indignant that the universe wanted to take its middle finger and stick it between my eyes sometimes? It happens, but it happens to everybody.
But nothing for nothing. You've been fighting something and with that laptop for months.
And it's been good though, right? We figured out the problem.
I don't want to blame it on anything. I'm not sure
it might be like
what it is, but the thing is, it's been something that's been rearing its head here and there. And it's not fun, because when you try to look for what is going on, it's frustrating.
And here's the other thing.
Why isn't my car start?
Here's the other problem you run into. Just talking about adding on. I just added a Focusrite audio interface to the mix. Well, that's a little bit more. Their software started to take over things. So I realized now I need to dump their software's up. Probably that doesn't help. But again, it was been running for days. No problem. Is it always on Tuesdays? Yes, it seems to be. And I need to really double check the Windows update. And to John's point,
it's a Tuesday.
It could be a couple things. It could be user error. It could be that we're trying to do a lot with this laptop, and it handles it very well. And quite honestly, it's been great since we turned off that killer app, that Wi-Fi killer app that was we thought was not a problem with my internet, by the way, since then. Have you? Not once have we had a problem. And this is really the first problem we've had in, I think, almost 2 months. It's a big problem. Okay, guys, what we got going on here? Yes, Happy New Year.
So, you know,
I don't want to say Happy New Year. Yes, Cashew was
that's
giving
a
a
new
happy.
face. Is
Who's? I'm going to
Casey
go.
Davis? I've never seen that.
Casey
Hello,
Davis.
how are you? Nice to
Hey,
meet you.
Alan, Cashew, and panel. Casey, I believe you were a new recent subscriber very recently. I appreciate you here. And I just want to say, if anybody in the community is, and I know John and a lot of our people here don't know, but recently I know that Cashew and other people, there was a gentleman named Ron who had a channel, and he recently passed away unsuspectedly the other night. And Jeremy, I want to just reach out to Jeremy the Jester, did a little bit of a tribute on his channel last night. I thought it was very lovely to welcome people in there to share their stories about Ron and the grief. And he was 49. He was very young and unexpected. And it hits you. Yeah. And so I thought that was wonderful. I stepped in there last night, and they were so, even through their grief, you know, they were subbing and they were doing these things that I didn't ask them to do, but they were so kind. But I just want to say to those people that, you know, that loss was big in the community there. And I just want to say my thoughts are with you and everybody who is dealing with that today. And we all know that things can change in a moment, but I just wanted to, to reach out and say that because it's important to me.
Absolutely.
Who's this? Stuart. Oh, yeah. Blank slate. Did I say blank slate? Clean slate. Wipe it off. Clean slate.
But I noticed that my camera has not glitched from the side once tonight.
It's not.
So
it's been really
I might have found the culprit.
You might have done it. Can I ask chat while you guys are here? It's important to me. I need the feedback. I do have my camera a little lower right now, and I want to turn off this ticker.
I like it, but you need a tad bit headroom.
I do. I saw it. So the issue to John's, now what happened in my testing, I want to be able to sit back more. So I figured I would, but I didn't.
That's never going to happen.
It's not because he knows me, because I'm this guy. like a monkey who can't get enough bananas and he just did a dime of Coke. He can't. I mean, what is my problem? I yell, and I got a mic with $5 million worth of dev behind it that I scream into like it's 20 miles away. I hit everything with my arms like a baboon. I don't understand what my problem is. And there's John. John's like, I've been doing this now, 8 months, and I have the best voice on radio or podcasting that you've ever heard.
No, I don't.
You do. Shut up.
I always do voice. Try to stay focused on centering myself, and so I always try to make sure. It's not a try. It's just I got it down pretty much most of the time.
I'm not saying I don't care, but I don't care. I do
it's
care.
Just your personality, and that's
I know I'm wiggly. Now, I like the fact that you're not wiggly and I'm wiggly, because two of us wiggling might be too much for everybody. It would be Blair Witchy. But you're rubbing off on me. I'm aware of the problem now. But when in this mode,
this is 270 pounds of not wiggling. You don't want that to wiggle.
Well,
don't look good when you got that much wiggling.
Once you get that in motion, it's really hard to unmotion it. You know what I mean? It's just a problem, right? That's why guys go offside all the time. Big guys. But now in this frame, I do try to center more, because otherwise I'm literally like over here.
Is my voice back, by the way? I don't know if you guys noticed it. I've had a little slip up on me, and it was user error on my part. Is when I installed the new firmware for my Wave XLR, I did not do it properly. So then when I put the VSTs in, there were underlying problems for two streams, and that's why my mic sounded like crap. And I thought I fixed it the first time, and I didn't. Now I finally got it. So hopefully when I go back and listen to this, I should be a lot closer. I have to fine tune my EQ a little bit, Jeff, but I've come a long way right now with everything. So
tell me if the music's too loud. I'm chesting out.
No, the music's good. And plus, I'm going to try to make that 250 pounds by 250 or 240 pounds by spring.
Sweet.
Doing this live streaming and how much we put into YouTube this year, I definitely gained about 20 pounds. Yeah. And then just so you guys know, about Thursday, I'm unsure where I'm going to be about Thursday. Okay. I don't know how to say this, whatever, but we've had the pandemic come to my house. It's here, and my wife is battling through it right now. And So she's not been feeling good for a couple days, and we hopefully she'll be coming out of it shortly. But I'm unsure of where I'm going to be by Thursday, because who knows?
How would you know?
I'm going to play it by ear. Yeah, I don't know. And so I test every week for my job, and I'll be testing tomorrow. So I'll get I won't even get the results till Friday or Saturday at that rate, because of the way the numbers are. You know, it's taking an extra day or two to get the results back. So
yeah, it's a little slow right
but
now.
she's you know, the flu a couple years ago was worse than what she's dealing with right now. But if it stays just where it is, so we're hoping all the best for her, and we'll see where Thursday brings us.
Absolutely. I mean, it's always unnerving to get the positive thing, back no matter what. And I'm glad to hear that she's doing great. It was great to see her come on stream with everything that's going on. And of course, we adore your wife.
Yeah.
And she has to be just a saint.
That's why I was surprised that she even made a comment, because she's been out all day.
I know.
And
right?
so
she had just enough energy to write.
Yeah. And on top of it is then this Sunday or Saturday, we got notice that my son's going to be, for the most of this month, he's going to be remote from school. So it's another thing. And so this is all a lot of stress on my household, because we just got to this new town less than actually a year ago this month. And so it's been hard with my son, who's 10, to integrate himself into the school system. And my wife is a teacher too, so it's not been easy for my household, including many, many others out there. So I just want to let you know, I know what's going on, because I live it every day myself. I'm in and out of New York City, and I see what's going on. And granted, thank God this new variant is not as bad. But it's still taking lives, and we've lost a couple people at work, and they have not been old. So it's scary.
It's always scary. It's always scary. I don't care. Even with the flu, I know people in my own household and family, just getting a flu every year was really scary, because they have asthma and things, and it's always getting sick is never. You never take that for granted that people are going to turn around really quick. And I just have a good question here. Arkansas Living says, what are some of y'all's favorite component? First of all, I wanted to say, Arkansas, do you have a good relationship with Mississippi? Because I grew up in Mississippi. I'm a Mississippi boy. I spent most of my youth there, now high school. Just tell me you got a good relationship, because you guys were right there. I've been to Arkansas quite a bit, so I was just curious. What are some of y'all's favorite components in terms of robustness and longevity? What are some tips to deal with RF interference in industrial environments? Wow, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Oh, you work in
Great
industrial.
question. Yeah. Really? I've worked in construction types of atmospheres for 15 years. And one of the biggest things now, and this is not just going with RF, but we deal with certain RF issues too. But first, that's what safety is out there for. To a certain amount of extent, on bigger jobs, people are making sure they're taking the proper procedures. Yeah. Because if you don't, then you're jeopardizing your own self and your household and your job. Because people are looking for the person to blame in certain situations. But safety is definitely what you breathe in has a lot to do with it. So respirators in different situations, depending on what they are, can be life-saving, especially since I'm OSHA certified. And so I'm certified small spaces and confined spaces. So you need to take the proper steps with harnessing up and also what type of respirator you're using in different situations, but also RF situations. Do you know that if you didn't do anything RF at all for safety, and you just did not use a hair dryer as a woman, that would probably take about 80% of your RF problems and flush them right down the drain. The hair dryer is one of the worst components for the brain for a person to use. Yeah. So that would be one factor. The other factor is that a lot of people, I'll just do this one more tip, Arkansas, because you can really do a whole stream on this for 5 hours. But I'll just do one other tip is if you're running wireless in your household, many, if not all, of the new routers, you can adjust so your Wi-Fi goes off past a certain time at night. So this way you have no Wi-Fi signals running through your house. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to have Wi-Fi signals coming from your neighbors. But hey, if you can do what you can, and you can shut down your Wi-Fi between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., then that could be a huge plus to help you out. But we can go on and on. One of the things that for me, health-wise, has always been you can only control environmentally what you can and what you put in your body. And healthy eating also is a huge one. Now, granted, I'm a bit overweight. My blood type and my blood numbers come back very good because of what my wife cooks and what she feeds us and what we put in our body the majority of the time. And that is one of the biggest things. My biggest downfall is, and I'll let you all know, is I do not drink enough water each day. And that's it for me.
I'm the same. I'm always trying to get myself onto more water. That's great. Good insight. Yeah. For all you in that, I know I saw Stuart. Big cheers. Yeah. I know it was a real tough thing. He'll be sorely missed. And so I just wanted to just shout out to you guys on that. I did see you, everyone there last night, and I wanted to do that. So Brian, being honest, he doesn't like the low camera angles. Fine. It's probably a little low for me too, but I was thinking about, I'm playing, and I might do this for some spoken videos that I want to do. I do like the angle. There's a certain aspect of that and recorded that I would like.
I love it.
But so I'll have to see, because I don't know. I do prefer this personally. This is more my vibe, but I know what you're saying, and I'll play around, and I think it's good to play around.
I like the angle, and I've always wanted it, but I just don't have it possible to set up on my desk right here.
Because you have to. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do have that because of the open space here, but I haven't gone into it too deeply. But now that I am where I am, I actually enjoy this. But I respect that, and I really love the honesty of that. Darlene says, put a lime in the coconut and shake it up. Let me tell you something, Darlene. That would freeze into a slushy if we took it outside in about 3 seconds right now. You feel me? Because it is so cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
TH2 says, here to learn, and definitely. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Love that.
That means
that's all.
a lot.
That's all I need to hear. That's a great compliment. Ron, yeah, he's definitely our thoughts, Arkansas. I saw you there last night as well. Yeah, you guys killing me. Maybe we do want 270. No, you don't. What is wrong with you?
No.
Cashew, you drinking on the job? What's happening? What's wrong with you?
Thanks, Cashew.
No, you know what? You and I could do you and I should do a wiggly dance one night with our snap cam. We'll get some characters that got to wiggle to them.
Hey, well,
okay.
There's always going to be those fun nights that we have here and there, but those are reserved for the fun nights.
It's not reserved for tonight. Not when things go to shit.
Or extra streams.
That's true. Casey says, if you both wiggled, I would probably fall off my chair from getting dizzy. Well,
if you wiggle it just a little bit.
I'm just saying. Here's the thing, Casey. I'm just saying.
Wiggle it just a little bit as she grooves. Wiggle it just a little bit. Do the lawnmower.
The microwave.
All right.
Okay.
Don't get me started.
Do you think she fell off the chair? Oh, yeah.
She probably did.
Oh, I'm doing the out of the shower. So
nice.
Yeah.
Shopping.
Oh, you got some soup? You getting some soup right there? When you get some, you're in a disco.
Gotta go high.
Get some Campbell. What about, you got to get some of those beans down low. Got to get some beans down low. Got to get low. Got to grab some oatmeal. We are
uptown, the lamest. Downtown. I got to turn my life around.
We are the stiffest people. Get dizzy. So Story says, I prefer John's angle. God,
sorry. People think that's new. People like 30 and under think that's new. They have no idea that's been around since like the...
No, that sound's been annoying us for decades. And I appreciate you bringing that out of mothballs.
I used to hear it on every radio station.
Every radio station. Wake up.
For me,
5 a.m. 5 a.m. in the morning. It's like, everybody wake up. I'm like, no. Stuart says, prefer John's angle at this exact moment. Not joking, better angle. Nice. All right.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this particular angle is is
you
as
look
low
lovely.
as I can get before I hit my monitor. But I do like the little bit angle up. I think it's the little angle up. I always feel is more intimate because then it's like you're looking a little bit down into the camera. I like it as a second. I'm at one point I may have something on the desk that angles up and comes up, or I may switch to it here, but I just got to see what the how far the focal point will be off my desk, what I can get to do. So,
look, I think I might do this thing where this would be for recorded videos. You're talking, because you're talking down. I just like that it is an intimate look. But maybe for streaming, I could bring it up to match yours. I don't want to be distracting either. So it might be good if we're in the same level. So I might adjust on Thursday to see how that goes if you do stream on Thursday.
Gotcha.
Casey says, yeah, I'm going to have that. Yeah, that's that coconut song. It's going to be in your brain. Awful. Okay, so AJ Core says, I'm thinking I'm thinking of grabbing a Wave XLR for my MacBook. Sadly, my Go XLR it is not compatible. I have the Mac Mini, AJ. And I love it. I did my little video on it, and it was one of the things, it's a downer. It doesn't work with Macs. I'll be honest with you. You're going to be better off with the Wave XLR anyway.
Wait, you have a Mac Mini?
No, I have a Go XLR Mini.
Oh, you said a Mac Mini. You said I have a Mac Mini. I was like, what the hell? What?
Well, look, everything else is falling apart.
You have a...
My brain fell apart.
I didn't know if you were like that. There's something that you got. So you have a Wave XL. You have a Go XLR Mini, is what he meant. Listen, this is what we're here for, dude. Okay?
This is what we're here for.
You catch me all the time because,
you caught me. I meant go.
Sometimes I can't even finish my last word in my sentence.
No, you're right. I did. I meant to say Go XLR Mini. Did I say Mac Mini? Jesus. I'm glad you caught that. No, I meant I have a Go XLR Mini. I love it. But here's the thing. I'm going to do a couple videos, a couple more videos on that idea. But the Wave XLR, you're going to be happier with. Okay? So rest easy on that one. Okay.
AJ, go look at my last two videos that I have done, and you will see how I incorporated some real
PC panel. Yep.
The PC panel I incorporated with the Wave XLR, and it gives you physical faders to be able to adjust the faders, and it basically looks like this. So actually, these are attached to my Wave XLR, and then I can make adjustments in Chrome, in another browser, in my chat. You can add your Discord, whatever you want to this, and you're going to be so
AJ, I have been a proponent of Go XLR Mini for a long time, and really through the middle summer. But at this point, the setup that John has there blows the Go XLR Mini away. And really, the price point's the same. The Go XLR right now is over $250. The Wave XLR is in that $150 range. The Pro C panel is about $130. I don't know. Maybe it's gone up though. So I don't know. So you're in about the same price point.
The PC panel's $100 plus tax. You're
close.
That's $100 plus tax.
So 300 maybe.
But the thing is, you're getting at this point now you can add the VSTs, and that's why I say go look at the last two videos I did, because you can add your VSTs for free from Reaper and add them right into your Wave XLR. I feel that you're getting 95% of what you would have got, plus a couple little better things, but AJ is probably one of the few people, and like say Dr. Rob and a few other people that are here, that really get the idea of what a Go XLR can do in streaming. Jeff and I fully understand. A lot of people don't get it unless you've had it. They have no idea how big the routing is and what it does for you when you're a live streamer. But AJ is one person that would understand it, I believe.
He would. And I apologize, I got behind on all this, guy. Let's just flow through. A lot of speedy recoveries for your amazing wife, John. And I love it. Thank you to everybody. Prayers. Yeah. Doing better. Went to the vet today. We seem a little bit better. Thank you so much. It's always sad. Steve, yes, down the drain. More work for me. Yep. Oh my goodness, so true. You got to cut back on the hair dryers, guys. Especially Arkansas Living. He loves the hair dryer. I don't know why I said Samantha, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. It's great to see you. I hope you're doing well and killing it in 2022. Good luck to you and everything that you're putting forth this year. Hope you kill it.
Absolutely.
I wonder if one should turn their router off. Oh, no, I'm not turning my router off overnight.
Hey,
I mean, you can.
There's nothing wrong with it because it's not anything you physically do. It just turns itself off and then it turns itself back on. The Wi-Fi, the router still runs, and so it's in a separate room.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about. Okay, so the router,
Wi-Fi shuts down.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Set it and forget.
Listen,
there are people that are concerned enough that want to do things like that. So.
Okay, so Arkansas Living, apologize. He was specifically talking more to radio frequency interfering with communication in his equipment. Some of the stuff I work on actually generates microwaves to dry wood.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah,
that is tough because, yeah, here's the thing is that unfortunately, right, you got to buy. There's certain, I don't know if there are, but I'm sure there's possibly certain wires that you can get that are more RF resistant. Mm-hmm. I know because we use them at work, but it costs more money to have that kind of stuff. But yeah, simply putting a power cord across an XLR cable behind your computer can cause a lot of feedback issues, interference. Yeah. And so if you're running RFs through microwaves, right? Because I mean, listen, you can basically beam data via microwave across cities. So,
I mean,
you know, and our simple 2.4 gigahertz interference that we get every day from everything from our garage door opener to our lights that we use is a hard thing to get around sometimes. And one of the ways for interference is changing the channels, you know, with certain things so they don't offset. And a lot of times people don't realize they can change channels, change the frequency a little bit, but it's inevitably sometimes it could be a frustrating thing.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to track down a ghost sometimes. It's kind of frustrating. I mean, that's kind of what I'm dealing with here. It's like I've definitely got a ghost running around, and I don't know exactly what the problem is. And so I feel for you. I wish we had a better. It is. I wish we had a better answer. I mean, I've gone through things where I've had problems with wired cords, and you're just crossing wires can cause interference. You know, XLR cables, crossing those can cause problems. I remember the first, you'd be in New York City and you're doing like wireless packs for ears, and we had problems because you'd be picking up like transmission for airlines, you know, coming. It was, you couldn't even use them at clubs sometimes. It was such a problem. So they definitely have improved. But look, I feel for you, and I wish we had an answer for you. But we'll have to research that a little bit. No clue even if
thanks for the tech question.
It's a great tech question. Yeah, it's a good question.
I
got
you.
Even I have no clue even if I live 20 minutes away. Darlene, Steve. Yeah. You get down. Yeah, we were getting down here. Oh no, we made Casey spit her water. That's not good. Nisi's laughing at you. But she's not laughing at me because she said
that's good.
That dude can dance. So she went, yeah, that's okay. Sammy, I misled you. I do not have a Mac. John cleared that up, and I apologize for being a liar. And so I will take my floggings.
And get your drums back behind you again.
Get my drums back behind me. That's my problem.
Sammy, straighten this guy out, Sammy.
I'm gonna shut up. Stuart says, Ark, you need radio text for that level of interference. Shielding can be difficult with big power. Yeah, the bigger the power.
Yeah. And so that's exactly what we got. Like if we're running a course, you have to run proper plenum cable in the ceilings, but then you have to have shielded cable. And that's why like it gets expensive when you go non-shielded to shielded. And then, it makes the cost go up, but also it's going to protect what it's supposed to protect.
I want to deal with this. You know, AJ, this is the issue, and I really didn't think about it for the game streams. You're right.
Yes.
There is no line in, and that was the one deal breaker specifically for gamers in that setup, or TPC streamer gamers. So I'm guessing you use two PCs to do your gaming?
Yeah, I was going to say, though, unless he's using two PCs, how does it harm you? And plus, why do you have to use two PCs now? Like, everything's so powerful. The majority of two PC gamers has to be a lot less than what it was 3 years ago.
It is. They still do it. It really depends on the game.
Oh, no, honestly. No, I get it.
Depends on the game. Most games,
at all.
it's not a problem, but there are definitely some games. Oh, well, dude, I'm not rich and I'm buying things that
I mean, listen, a good PC gaming computer for me to build is $2,500. So
I know. Well, you're going to build me one and give me one for my birthday. But BC Paul says there's a psychological element. There is to low and high shots. Low shots used to show power. Well, clearly I'm using it wrong. High is used to convey the lack of power. Clearly I'm using it wrong. So
yeah, I know what he's saying because
I hear you.
That's the first thing I thought he was thinking of, actually, because of the downward look into the camera and you're up higher. And that's why I don't think I would use it as my main shot.
No.
But I would use it as a second, and I like it a lot because I feel like sometimes I could be like this talking at the camera, and then I say I want to get intimate for 10 seconds about it, and then I could look down, and then that's where you know who does it well, who I've seen lately too, is, and it's something I've been wanting to do, so I caught it right away, but Convoys does it.
Right.
You know, yeah, he does it, and he looks good, and I like that look. And so I want to get the proper setup on the desk and try it out.
We'll raise it up. I mean, again, I was just testing my tablet. I think I just set it low. I like it. I'm going to use it for certain things. I do think your idea is kind of what my idea was. I would like to have the flexibility, but I don't even have that extra camera. Yeah, I did say Mac Mini to pull that off. We're gonna close up in a minute, but I want to run through and see if there's any questions or anything else. Thank you guys so much for coming out and saying hi to John and dumping the questions and get me through this.
It was a nice stream.
Yeah, it was.
It ended up being a great stream. I was happy with it.
Look. I mean, I'm mad at my equipment, but that's the joy I have is I know that it's going to be a fun time with the peeps. So, so Dr. Roz said he runs a 16-channel mixer into the Wave. I just got rid of mine today. I just got out of the mix. I'm not using the mixer anymore, and I don't need it. If I'm recording, I'm going to run it into DAW. I'm going to run it into probably Sony. I'm not going to use that for anything. Unless I'm going out, I'm going to use it for a PA system, and I guarantee you that's not going to happen. So today I had a talk with my other musician friend, and he's like, pull it out of it. You're not going to use it. And I won't. But
the Wave is
a lot of people love it. Still,
one-on-one streaming. It's once they add that couple little factors, the Wave will sell and be a hit.
Yeah.
Or listen, Jeff, there's no reason why they can't do a firmware update and make something happen. Also, it's possible. There's
no reason why they can't. But you're really getting your vibe out of it, Rob, because so he's basically answering, I guess, the question. If you're running your 16 channel in there, okay, all right. So you're extending out the Wave XLR. You're bringing all the stuff, you're hard lining it in, and then you're dumping it into really a ball mix and pushing it out. I mean, so that's a way to do it. I mean, and there are people who love to do it that way. For me, I just do everything inside the CPU.
Yeah,
all my sounds and mix it all in there. And I guess answer, Rob, why you wouldn't just do that through the mixers and the virtual cables that you got set up through the Wave XLR itself, and why wouldn't you cut that? Is it because you have certain effects that you're running that you want to use?
Yeah.
He
also might use it for like DJing separate.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's very interesting.
You know him. He's always messing with stuff too. So, which is great because you learn.
Yeah, I mean, so you can run.
He runs his mic, guitar.
I mean, you can run it that way. You can run it that way, but I mean, again, and you may have a reason for doing that, which I'm sure you do. For the average person, for me, I don't at this point have a reason to do that. So I would just use the virtual cabling inside.
But that's definitely good to know, right?
It's a really good option. Yeah. I like it.
So thanks for giving us that information because then why wouldn't you? Like if one PC is shelling out the whole stream mix, then what's it matter what you bring in from somewhere else? So bring it in from another computer, bring it in and drop it into Windows.
Whatever.
And then you just send it out on the Wave stream and then it will work. So
absolutely that makes sense. And I've considered that as an idea for fun, but I didn't know people were actually doing it, but that's cool to know. I really love that.
This is why I love when people are using some of the things that we're talking about. They're using them differently than us, and then we get the info back. I love it. So thanks.
As I said in our here we go. As I said in our little scroller here, There are no bad questions, of course, and you probably will stump the dolts. So that's great. It's nice to hear that different take on it. So cool, man. In Arkansas, I did follow up with that with Stuart. Said we built some filters. The box I use still has a D89 connector, and I don't have much trouble. Cashew wanted a tech question, and it was the first one.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Cool on you for asking the question.
Like, thanks,
if that's the first tech question you asked out of that, dang, dude.
God.
Dang.
What did you tell these people? They got to start. If you want to keep John's interest, you better start asking some tech questions.
Well, it's like throwing peanuts at an elephant. I'm not calling you an elephant either. Don't anybody like flame on me. I'm just talking about he likes peanut. I did not. Oh, here we go.
Basically just called me an elephant.
Here we go. Jesus.
It's all right. Sometimes you got to take it, Jeff.
I'm taking it.
It hurts.
It hurts.
I know the booze go on longer than you really like it to.
They are going on a long time. That was uncomfortably long booing. I feel like you hit the button twice. You did, didn't you?
No. That was once.
Felt like a very long time, sir. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me see what we got here before we bump out of here from you guys.
Jim might have some good suggestion on speakers, if anybody.
That's true.
For new stuff, because if we're going computer stuff, then the JBLs are the way to go, the new JBLs, and go with either the 8-inch or the 5-inch. If you got money to blow, the Yamahas are the way to go above that. But the JBLs are and I did a video on them, are the best bang for the dollar.
They really are.
For a speaker setup.
Ryan, never run power with XLR, always cross at a 90-degree angle. Good information. Yeah, I think we were all kind of like, these Wi-Fi signals going to catch up to us at some point. So AJ says, see, there's the big issue, is if you're using a PC console.
Your streaming thing banner is cutting into your.
Oh, you don't like that? You don't like that? You don't like that when my things go right down? Okay. Thanks for calling me out. I love it. No, I didn't see it because everything's a mess. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So,
he uses a console.
And
yeah.
should have thought of that thing again. Thank you for.
But it doesn't matter though, right? See, this is what you do, right? The thing about the Wave XLR is
if you have gaming sounds,
into
dude.
A console,
you got to get your game sounds.
Yeah, your gaming sounds are still coming into the PC. It doesn't matter. It will still collect it all into the Wave, won't it? It will still package the whole thing because you're sending the whole Wave stream out. If you're not just taking.
So if I was doing it, I would do it. Yeah. So my Wave XLR would actually be on the gaming PC, but there's a problem. So you have to make a choice there. Well, what about if you got music? So I got Spotify, or I got music, or I have Discord, and I've got gaming chat heads. Well, I know, but that's true because it's sending the whole ball out.
The level?
No, I mean, okay, let's just break this down. You're right. So if you did everything on the game, but then he'd have to then see. But then if he's running it from the console and he's sending out, he's not running Discord on the console. He's not running, you know what I mean? It's not a PC. So he is hamstrung here because you don't have that luxury. If he's sending the game sound out to the streaming PC.
The only luxury he doesn't, right. But the only
how's he getting
he
into
have is.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he could go.
Because if he's coming into the PC that he's playing with, right. Then the only thing that hamstrings him is that he has to pre-adjust the level of the volume of the gaming inside the console probably. So you might have to just get the level of the gaming sound separate. But then once he gets that down, then he doesn't touch it.
So let me follow your.
Then he can
your logic here is that he would send, and he's going to probably tell us why.
It's not perfect
because in the Go XLR you have an optical in for consoles.
I know.
There's no optical.
This is where this thing falls short.
It does, but they'll pick it up. But okay, so what he could do is what you're saying: run his game out sound into an input into the PC. You know, the normal input you would have like in the back of the PC, and then route that through the gaming virtual channel through the Wave XLR software, right? So you could just pull it right into a gaming channel through the Wave XLR software, right? Couldn't you do that? You should be able to. Oh shoot! It's coming in through a card. No, you can't.
Won't be able to do that like that. What he'll have to do is What I'm saying is
You have to settle it. Yeah.
take the console sound and adjust it separately. So, and then he might have to hook up. It's definitely a little bit more difficult, but I think it can be done.
It can be done, but it's not as sweet as the Go XLR, mind you. I think they'll get that fixed, but so Rob, run my mic. It could be done. I'm gonna look into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I run my mic, guitar, DAW, bass drums into the mixer, and XLR works wonderfully. Yeah. So because you don't have so in my case,
why can't he just can't you go if you can go through a mixer, then why can't you go through like a free program and just bring the sound in separate and then tie in to that? Like, why can't you have like a program like Audacity or a DAW come through and just attach a cable to that to your gaming in Wave XLR? Why can't that happen?
Are we talking about Dr. Rob here, or are we talking about AJ still?
No.
Okay.
AJ.
Okay, that's where I was confused.
Because I'm saying you're using, like, if he can use a mixer and a DAW, then why can't you just use the sound of the console goes through something, and then you just connect that to the Wave XLR? Because you can do an app, you can do anything that you download, so why can't you just use
it's true.
Can you go through Audacity?
Yeah. Can
you go through something like that, or no?
Should be able to. It definitely gets more complicated, and that was that's kind of what I touched on.
It's only complicated because we've never done it, but I bet you it's not as complicated.
I mean, I would like to sit down and look at all the parts again. I'd had that figured out at one time, and then I didn't have to think about it anymore after I got the Go XLR because they made it so dopey simple, right? And it's a shame in a way, Aaron's saying good night. I want to just say good night to you, Aaron. We're going to dump out here in a minute.
Yeah.
Stuart, looking for speaker upgrades. You were talking about. I bet you Jim's got an opinion on that. I don't really, and the ones you mentioned, I really like that you have. I think they're really good. And that's the other thing. So I'll be able to hook up my speakers, my external speakers finally with the new Focusrite. I'm excited for that. So, you are awesome as well. Much love and aloha, everyone. Be kind and always pay it forward. I think that's some of the best advice that we can take going in to the new year. I appreciate everybody coming out and checking out the start of something changing here. I'm just going to let this thing reveal itself over the next few months. I'm not going to push it because I've got a lot to do like everybody, but I'm going to nibble every so often like we do and add things. But this is step one. I'm in a corner right now with some lights, and we're okay with it. We have any other questions I'm missing out? The Wave XLR has worked great for me since John hooked me up. That's awesome to hear, actually. Thank you for the information on that mixer. We are trying to stream to going to 400 subs. We're going to be here too long for that, but I love the sentiment. That's really lovely, Darlene. So good. I'm so glad you're here tonight.
Ooh.
Sammy, you have the NS10s. I love them. I also have the KRKs are nice. Yep. Good night, Casey. Angels on your pillows. Thank you. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming in and stopping hi. I hope you're still here.
First glitch.
It's great to meet you. Did you really? I'm sorry. I was hoping we got through all that.
I think so. Damn.
That sucks. So Jim says, I do build speakers as a hobby. If you can find my channel, email me. I can provide links for you. So Cashew, if you did drop it. Because Cashew's always, I don't know why. Cashew's doing Cashew things. The Wave XLR can have latency issues when other things are run on the computer. I've not had, have you had it? Have you had latency issues?
No, I mean, if he's going through a program and stuff, he can have, because everything we have is direct in and out. But
well, I just didn't know when he's saying other things are ran on the computer. I didn't know what he meant by that in tandem, like if you're running another program. So,
so that like if you're coming from a console in and then into the program and through, he could have like 300 milliseconds is nothing, but in gaming sound, it could be. You know what I mean? Because the sound is important. So.
Okay. Yeah, so I know this setup. Cool. So
I know it. I understand this.
This setup I totally get, but I still want to take a look at it because I want to see what you're doing because I always love it. I hear you, man. It's a shame about the Go XLR with you. You know what? You're just going to have to sell your Mac and get a Windows PC. I've got one for you right here on my desk.
I'm surprised. I can't believe that he just bought a brand new Mac Mini, and he's a gamer. And he wanted to have a new PC.
That's a tough one. As someone, I do some light gaming that would keep me from going. But look, I don't know what else he has to use it for. He wants to use it for, and where the weight goes. And at some point, you're just like, I'll figure it out. So nice answers, y'all. Thank you for being so awesome. Yeah,
probably wanted a separate streaming computer. I bet you anything.
Yeah. By the way, AG does have an SM7B. I routed it back to the PS5. So one mic to stream and same mic to PS5. Very cool. I got to get on there and take a look, see how that sounds. I'm actually very curious about that. Thank you for dropping that. That's really cool. I will take a look at that video, actually. What Arkansas 11 said about what Stuart said. So Dr. Rob, I'm just following up on this because I think it's interesting. Other wave inputs can cause latency issues when using the direct out on the XLR because XLR is first in line and computer inputs are late. So yeah, I tried that, John, and it had 300 milliseconds of lag. I just have not had, personally, I've not had any issues yet, but I've not run the setups that Dr. Rob's using. I think just anytime you add the extra setup that he's got going on there, you do run the risk. And I'm assuming you cleaned that up and you found a way to grab 300 more milliseconds. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. Yeah. And you know what? Well, I'll find it on there. If it's I'm sure it'd be easy to find. I was going to say, drop a link here too afterwards if you want. Once the stream's done, in the comments, please drop that in there. Last couple comments here. What Cashew said. That's great. I think that's a great place to end it. You guys are great. Look, we accomplished what we need to accomplish. Yes, he did get okay, I figured he would if he dialed it in, and now works like a champ. You got it. That's always good to know. Is like people think, well, I'm getting a little lag. It's not always, you can fix it. There are ways around it. You just got to kind of figure out where it's coming from. And then there are ways to sync those up. And so it's good to fight through it. There's ways to do it. Ask the people around you. Come on here and ask us. Look, I love all the conversation. I love the tech questions. I love putting up with my nonsense and my tech problems. I enjoyed showing you.
Nonsense.
It's nonsense. I enjoyed showing you the fourth monitor. It actually worked considering all the tech issues that we had. And I enjoyed going caveman style on vMix. That's weird to do it this way. But you know what? It turned out to be kind of fun in its own way. And thank you and welcome to the new studio. Work in progress. And over the next couple months, we'll do some more things. We'll expand out. We'll have a good time here with my buddy John. And oh wait, I got the new thing here before I go. I can't find my mouse. Here it is. That's the only issue sometimes. Let's put this one up here. Okay, we got that. And look, got the new thing up here for John. So John, you let us know. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be streaming. So now I did this little scroll here for Thursdays on your channel, but awesome. We'll wait for your announcement if there's any changes to time or anything else for Thursday.
I'm just saying I'm in the same house, and so if I start feeling bad, the statistics by tomorrow, we'll know.
The statistics could all be there with you, but I'm with you. Yeah. Let me know. Look,
we will.
This was a lot of fun, and
that's why I've been so quiet too, Jeff, for the last few days.
I was wondering. I'm like, he's busy or something. Of course, I didn't reach out to you either because I was having a breakdown. I was literally down here till 2 a.m. This has been a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. I'm so grateful that I got to share it with everybody here because that's the whole point, is to share what you can do and what's not there. And I'm going to have so much fun unraveling what we're going to do here over the next few months. I'm excited about 2022. There's so many things in the works, from videos to live streams that are happening. I got a little Notion plan in the works with somebody that I'm going to do, and maybe even a class on that. So I'm excited about that. It's a lot going on. Next week, I will drag out the teleprompter app, and we'll do a little quick look on that and see if we all like that. Maybe I'll change the angle and see if Brian will dare to come back, because I feel like he may not come back if I don't raise my my camera angle. I'd be so sad, Brian. I don't know if you're still here, but I'd be so sad. We are always so happy if Dr. Rob, yes, if he's happy, then we're happy. And that's all that really matters. Darlene, God, good night and blessings to you. And stay warm up there in Sheboygan Town, and we'll see you soon. Love me some electricity, people. Look, we're glad you found us. So glad to find you. The world is a oddly small place, and to cross paths with such wonderful people with such unique shared interests and experiences brings John and I a lot of joy. And we look forward to doing
Absolutely.
that more and more. Let me tell you guys, we love tonight's streams. Love that. Oh, that's another one is the coffee mugs I'm working on. So that Nose, don't know if you just got off and you got over here, but welcome. We're closing up shop. What Stuart said about what Cashew said about what Arkansas said about what Stuart said. Yeah, you guys are clearly drinking a lot of Jamba Juice tonight. So lots of love all the way around. Nose, thank you so much for the support and everything that you do for this little channel and these lovely YouTube creatures that I enjoy so much called Stream Buds. John, I'll let you finish moving some cryptocurrency around and then
no, just checking in my wife.
I know. I'm just, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I appreciate you, brother. It's good to see you. And I'm going to hold out that you somehow sidestep this, this thing and keep me up to date on the family. And, we'll see you. If not Thursday, we'll see you the next time around or whenever the plan is, but it's good to see you. And
absolutely.
It's been a little,
I'll talk to you right behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's been a little bit sad not seeing you for the last couple of days. So I'm glad to have a time. I'm going to, you know what? I'll just let you go and then I can organize myself because I've got to figure out how to do my thing here. I'm a mess. Actually,
all right, then I'll touch base with you tomorrow.
You can you want to stick around for a second? I'm just going to put the outro on. Do you want to stick around?
Go ahead.
If you want to go, man.
Yeah, I got 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. Let me just put the outro on and we'll go. Everybody, we're closing up the doors, everybody. The plane's taking off. Hang on. I got a lot of scenes. Hang on a second.
Bye.
There's a lot of pressure.
Bye, guys.
Hang on. Where's my outro?
Bye, guys.
This is the saddest outro in the history of the
lost
outro.
Without a stream deck.
Shut up. I love you guys. I kind of like John, but he kind of left me wanting there at the end. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great night.
Thank God you got your banner up still.
You know what? I hope they can hear every word we're saying right now. I hope they hear every word because I know they can. And they're siding with me right now. I guarantee you. Everybody in chat, they're doing the old Team Jeff right now. Team GAA. I'm leaving that up. I'm not leaving that up because it's you. I'm taking it down.
Just remember, size matters.
Well, I'm sad for you. And so, everybody, size matters knows. You guys are great. We'll talk to you soon.
Cashew's got nice ears, by the way.
It's not the ears, it's the lobes.
Gotta love those lobes.
If I whisper to you, do you think they can hear me?
I lobe you long time.
I lobe you long time, everybody.
I love you long time.
I lobe you in the left ear, and I lobe you right ear very much. Good night, everybody.
Take pictures of me.
I want copies of those sent to my house, if that's okay. Don't put it up on the internet. Making it really weird tonight.